I don't have a recorder.
My ocarina is in the other room, otherwise I'd
Are we good to go now?
Are we now live?
Can we do
We're
it now?
good. The chat says they can hear us.
Yay!
Wonderful. Welcome, chat, once more to the fantastic, wonderful, and exciting Veil of Dusk with the amazing and wonderful Ardent Roleplay. I am Jacob, your host, of course, with my lovely companions here, the incredible Steph, Romy, Mac, and of course Keegan, all here to give you that sweet and exciting D&D live stream on your Saturday afternoon. So, where last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had just defeated a black dragon, having saved the town from a great threat with the cult of Golduaya looming below them. With this dragon now slain, they got a cool and awesome reward from the lovely and exceptional Gaston, their companion, and now kind of benefactor at this point. But having obviously, gotten this award, they decided to go with some downtime, talking to the Temple of St. Alban, and then going to task for the witch Gris, and going and eventually winding up in the Tavern of the Badger's Day Inn, meeting a strange individual who they are now trying to determine the nature of. They're going to kind of try and uncover the secret of this individual before they, of course, head into the Mirewood and continue their journey in this, the Vale of Dusk. So I'll pass over to the lovely Steph to introduce her character and introduce other people as well. Steph, tell us more.
Yeah, I do. I'm Steph. I play Lillian, a tiefling ranger who is in the Gloomstalker category because we love a spooky gal, especially when they're tieflings. We're currently having a great time with this current innkeeper, to which the eternal loading screen that Lillian constantly has above her head is continuing as per usual. I'm going to pop over to Roman.
Thanks. Pulling me out. Hello, I'm
I have to
Roman.
call my bards.
Yeah. I play Bear, the Drow Bard Warlock, who exclusively shows affection by being nasty to people.
A great
and just
friend to
recently
have.
went through a small identity crisis as well. He's starting to feel better about himself, starting to try and be nicer. Try.
Mhm.
I'm gonna handball it off to Mac.
To me. Hello, my name's Mac. I play a half-orc named Mog, and he is a paladin. He is the party's goodest good boy of the party. Does that make sense? That makes sense.
Close enough.
He loves to hit things with his hammer, and he's a huge idiot. Baird would know. Baird really points it out.
Yeah.
But Mog,
No, Damon's the idiot.
Love-
Lord King of the idiots.
right.
King Idiot.
Forget that one.
Yeah. So it's an important distinction.
Yeah. I will throw it to Keegan.
Right, and I'm Keegan. I'm playing the other half orc of the party, Asash, who is the Circle of Dreams druid, who recently joined the party on the suggestion of Gaston, and immediately got thrown into a fight with a nightmare creature and then a dragon. So he's like, "Wow, these guys."
These guys know how to,
I'm
they know
gonna
how to have
stick with
fun.
you guys.
These guys don't mess around.
Y'all seem like you're gonna die if I don't. So he's sticking around to be the largest soft boy, but not the goodest boy, because that's Mog's job.
I just reflected that on paper you guys sound like an evil party. You got 2 half-orcs, you got a drow, and you got a tiefling. And
We do have a human.
And your benefactor is a Damphir.
We have
I mean-
a human. He's
And it goes to
is-
show you can't stereotype.
Is he human though? You can't see his face at all. He doesn't have
That
a
is a bit-
face.
It's pretty spooky.
Yeah,
Is
He
he
says
just
he's
Warhorse?
human. Do we?
he's
actually
definitely
know that for sure?
cursed. He's definitely cursed. That's for darn sure. Let's go let people know that now. But very exciting. So we'll see how we kind of go from here. So, of course, this is utilizing Ardent Roleplay, a augmented reality app for role-playing games. So if you do want to take a look at the cool 3D models that we'll be using for the game today, do feel free to grab the download, go into the spectator code. It's just down the bottom left-hand corner of... Wait, not at this exact juncture, but I'm sure we can sort that out eventually. There will be a spectator code that you can utilize as we go through the game that you can kind of use to check out what we're doing. So, you guys are now at the Badger's Day Inn, sitting kind of around, obviously, around the bar, talking to this individual whom you've only just met and don't actually know the name of, to be fair. To keep dodging the question, but it is in the chat for those interested, the spectator code if you want to join. But take a look at the Market Square card and you have a look at the scene playing out, and we'll go from there. It's all on you guys, really.
All on
Yeah.
us. This is where we actually start doing that
Right.
improv roleplay. What?
Oh,
What?
crazy.
Ardent roleplay, which is like the ardency of the
Mhm.
excited roleplay. Yeah.
Well, as per usual, I have to go through every card. Just a delight to be sure, but still to
Mhm.
get to the one that you always say.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the back?
Just separate them into the pile that you actually need. You can check it out in the app.
But-
It's
but
it's
then-
all.
But then we don't get to enjoy every single card.
Yeah, then I don't have
Pretty.
to spend a couple of seconds shuffling through every
It's
single card.
true.
That's an important part of the game.
each card is a true treasure, and we're going to thank Lon as well for making these amazing cards
Yeah,
for us.
pretty
So pretty.
awesome cards.
Pretty. All right. Moving on to the actual game. Come on, get into gear, team.
Mhm. Well, reestablishing what we all knew and found out
Mhm.
about this. Mog had we had the bartender, had the weird painting. Bartender looks like the weird painting. He says he's the owner. He only tells us that he's the owner. That's all he seems to know about himself. He doesn't seem to want to acknowledge the painting. Paintings claims to be of St. Alban?
Ethereal Alban. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it says Ethereal Alban, not Saint Alban. But
Yeah, okay. Mog has
unfortunately, Mog has
recognition.
no idea what Ethereal Alban is. It's like, oh, yeah.
Mog may have
Nailed it,
skipped
Mog.
that bit in his studies,
Yeah,
just like every other.
clearly
bit.
was asleep in that
May have
class.
slept through that class.
Just that year was a sleepy one for him.
Nailed
The
it.
most well rested.
Mhm. All right. What's the plan then?
We're all just talking to. We're all just like having a beer, sitting around a table with this guy. Is this guy sitting with us, or is he at the bar? I forgot where we left it. I think
I
we're
think he was like up a ladder, wasn't he?
He's up a ladder, like looking for
Oh.
stuff. I think he was like, was it? No, you left him doing like ladder stuff, and he came back. I think after that, and we're like,
Mhm.
you gotta check out this guy. I'm like, he was still at the ladder. I think he was arranging something, but he seems to be doing mostly busy work. Like it doesn't seem like he has like a lot of direction, but
This guy seems like a nice guy.
he is.
I like him.
He likes you.
He's everything about this entire situation is weird. I need to go back to Gris and tell her that I've delivered her packages of suspicious ingredients, supposedly healing potions. But it is. Is this something that we want to focus on, or are we gonna do other things?
Well, it's
That's
just
here, bud.
it's
Said there was
just
something
flying
strange
around.
about the man. He seems like a
He is
bartender.
strange, but
We have seen
none of us
stranger
can
in
really.
real life.
None of us are able to figure out why he's strange. So, what do we want to do with it?
Have you at least asked
Maybe
him
we
his
can
name?
sleep on it and just come back later.
Great idea.
'Cause we can't. Like, we don't know what's going on.
I'm just getting stressed out. You know, I'm
So stressed out.
I'm just stressed out.
Sorry,
Do you take a nap?
I'm gonna have a nap right now. You have a nap here.
You imagine he's not going anywhere, so you just go
Yeah,
have a
look.
Could
sleep.
ask him for a room. This is an inn after all.
True.
Time was it again?
What time? Yeah, what time is it?
Time.
I think it's at
It's
the end of the
probably-
day.
It's probably the end of the day because I think you guys have had a big day of actually
Wandering around town and
because
farming.
you guys have been guarding and farming with the church. You're like, ooh, fun. It's probably about like I would say 7 or 8 o'clock at night. You're getting like to the later part of the day. I'd say.
I forgot that me and Damon are waiting for our armor to get fixed.
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
so,
Just waiting for
Yeah.
the weapon as well.
so yep, you're
Yeah.
spending like some days in Havensburg, just kind of doing slice of life stuff. You know,
Yeah.
like, all right, hanging out, meet
Wow.
people, doing stuff.
Isn't this place very expensive though?
It's noted to be particularly expensive. Yes.
Expensive, and we
he
are
did
very,
also sell us drinks for like 1 copper.
With 3
Or
coppers.
3 coppers, sorry,
coppers.
3 coppers.
Expensive and cheap.
Yeah.
But that was after some haggling because he was
The
initially
haggling
asking for like a
involved me
gold.
saying I would. Yeah, he asked for like what 10 gold, and I said I'll give you 3 copper, and he was like, yeah, all right. So it wasn't the most difficult haggle in the entire world. I didn't even use charm person. I was just straight up bared, looking this man dead in the eye and being like, I'll give you 3 copper.
You're like,
So
okay.
I'll just turn
He
and look
dropped
at the
it.
innkeep. Innkeep, how much is it for a room for the night for the 4 of us?
Oh yes. It's I don't actually know. I'll have to check. How many rooms do you want? He like gives a look to each of you, like,
How big are the rooms? How many beds are in the rooms? We need 4 beds.
4 beds.
you can do an inside check on it if you'd like.
Yes, please.
He's like,
This guy is clearly off his nut.
This isn't the first time he hasn't remembered a very critical part of his business.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna make that
inside
roll.
check. What's my insight?
18.
Yep. He's like, oh yes, it's 4.
For silver? Gold?
No, 4 beds.
For beds.
Four,
Lovely.
4 beds. Yeah. How much for 4 beds for a night?
How much for beds for a night? I think that's 16 gold. Wait, 12 gold.
This guy is so good. I like this guy.
I have 10.
I'm glad you're
That's it.
having fun.
He's just nice.
These beds better be plated in gold.
So got 18, 9, 10. Asash, you are keenly aware that he has no idea how many beds he actually has. That was a random number. He was like, I don't know. He seems to have
Just
forgotten.
Could you perhaps show us the rooms before we decide?
Yes.
Sasha stands.
Asash,
Hmm?
if he turns out to be a serial killer, I will haunt you for the rest of our days. I just want you to know that.
Look at him. He can't be a serial killer. He's too innocent and sweet. Look at it. Look at that face.
I do not get that from him. Perhaps just confused. Turns to
Whatever
the
you
barkeep
say.
who's right there. Lead the way.
Like we said, Baird is trying to be nicer. That doesn't mean he's going to be nice to strangers.
Yeah, never be nice to strangers. I mean, like, he could be a serial killer for all you know. I mean, like, just go to his secret upstairs room. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, you have fun up there. So if you come back with all your fingers and toes.
He is just standing at the bar, though. Like, he's like, oh, can you show me? He's like, yes.
Sasha's like, just would you like to lead the way?
Lead the way.
Oh,
Show us
now.
where it is.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
please.
Yeah,
It is quite
tired,
late.
sir.
Yes, of course.
That's
He
just quite
he like
leaning on the walking stick.
like-
He's staffed just a little bit like
awkwardly gets over the like the bar that you can kind of like obviously like in front of him like in the scene of Ardent and like it's like that really
like, climbs over it.
it's like that crippling like awkwardness as well. Like he's like trying to do it like casually but absolutely failing in the attempt, so he just kind of like tries to maintain like eye contact and some weird social cue that he thinks he needs to do, and then it's like and makes a bit of a calamity while he does it, like knocking over some glasses, and it's like,
Get ready for a bout of prolonged eye contact.
we shall go to the rooms. And he takes you up a set of stairs. It's in the kind of doorway to the from like just across from the entrance to obviously the main tavern area, and a little set of stairs that lead up. He goes upstairs, and there's like a relatively layout hallway. It is quite dusty. You can see that there's like obviously like boxes and tools and like objects in this room that seem like it's much more of a storage area than it's like a hallway for people to like, or for guests really. And as you kind of look through this kind of scene, you notice that there are objects that don't seem to fit in even like the most provincial, like even the most like established of taverns. Like there are objects of like what seem like gold statuettes of stone and ebony, as well as like more generic stuff, obviously like clothing and curtains and stuff like that are all kind of, it's a mishmash of stuff up here. Who else is following Asash up with this individual, or are you all staying down at the bar to steal alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh no, I want to see what that one. Actually, no, I'm going to stay downstairs.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to stay downstairs.
Yeah, it's a little haunting just where you find yourselves. Like, he seems relatively like nonchalant about it, but he goes towards doorways and is like, would you like to look into this room?
Yes.
Sure. So Asash is going to take a look around and just try and figure out roughly how old a lot of this stuff is as well. Like, how long has some of this stuff been here?
Yep, do me an investigation roll.
Investigation.
He tries to open the doorway that he's like. He tries to open the doorway that he's got like here, and it seems to be locked. He's like, "Oh, sorry, that one is locked. Unfortunately, I'm terribly sorry."
On that roll, I'm doing good with the smarts today.
Doing the good with the smart. You big brain orc plays. Some of these objects look like they are a couple decades old. And then some of the objects you also notice, like the statuettes and stuff like that, look like they're like antiques, like they're artifacts of some like digs or like older civilization stuff.
Is there anything analogous to like a dated newspapers and stuff stacked around, or is it more definitive like date written on it?
There's not really newspaper printing. There's not really a printing press inside Namina. That would be much more for say Saraton or like the ports of Dalport, which would have more mechanical artificer-esque things. But Namina in general as a country tends to be a little bit more traditional in its approach to stuff. So they don't have too many artificer colleges or anything like that. They have libraries and stuff, but it's much more to do with like, here's some old stuff. They have a lot of archaeology and a lot of historians here, but not a lot of like newspapers. Analogous to, I guess, like trying to put a date to things, you can try to pick out the styles, but that would be a history roll, and you can kind of date it through the histories of like, particular drapes or particular like, objects in the room that can kind of go, oh, like this is probably this thing. But yeah, you can do a history check if you like. But yeah, the door's like kind of locked and looks to both Mog and to Lillian. It's like, another door?
Oh,
Sure.
lead the way.
He goes like across the hallway through a little clutter that's kind of like built up and like steps over it. It's like some chair, like there's some chairs that are stacked together and like a table against the wall, and he kind of like ducks under it and opens another door. He actually managed to open this one, and he's like, you can't quite see from your vantage point, so you have to kind of duck underneath to follow him. What was that roll? What's that? What was that roll, Sash? The history?
Haven't done a history roll. May as well, though.
Make it so.
Make it so. All right.
Happy to assist if you ask Lillian.
She's a librarian.
Know much the way of.
She's like an archaeologist.
I'm not so familiar with the history of Namina. Do you know much about what these statues might
Take a look.
They are very old.
Old as
Alrighty,
balls.
so sure. Have a squiz. Cast her
What's
knowing
Lillian's
eye
role
upon
on
them.
that as well? Because I'm happy for Asash to be the assist rather than the.
Okay. How does that assist work then, Jacob? I forget.
Mm-hmm. Well, you basically have to role play between like what you try to figure out about this. Like,
Okay.
I think it could be this, I think it could be that, and then I can get you to do a roll, and then you can get some answers to that. You're more than welcome to propose your own thoughts about these statues, specifically with all the knowledge you know about Namina. You've been playing for a little bit now, so you do have a little bit of context for how Namina, in like ages past, has kind of been a source for races and life and death and all this kind of stuff. So you can kind of use that information. So I trust you.
Convey what he learned as well. That some of these things have been here for decades. Some of these things have been here for at least 100 years, maybe 2. At the old statuettes, like what time scale are we talking here, Jacob?
As far as like how long they've been here, it is a little bit difficult to say. It's really kind of a question like how much dust has accumulated. But this place seems relatively untouched for, you'd say like a decade.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But sorry. Yeah, I did mean also more how old the statues themselves actually.
Yes, the statues themselves are quite ancient. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sash will share that. These things seem very old. Do you know
I
much
think
about them?
she would be looking for then things like original gods and goddesses, less from like a religion side, more from historic like development of religion. And then there was a couple of common houses that have been in Naminar for a long time. Should probably be looking for that type of motifs and symbology.
Like houses as in noble houses or like dwellings?
Like noble houses.
Yep, there are obviously the noble houses of like the actual prince, like Namen. Like the Namen bloodline is a bloodline of like pale elves. They like are quite pale in like skin tone, kind of an anthema to the drow, more darker toned aesthetic. They are considered, they're a particular sub race of elves.
Okay, so do they have like motifs like that, or are they just like more generic looking?
Yep. Do me a history roll on that then. That'd be a good one to do.
While this is happening, Mog's just touching things. So if there's something fun that Mog was like a vase, he'd be like, ooh, kind of thing. Can I do a perception check just to see if there's like anything that stands out that looks like fun?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Yeah. There's actually a tiki mask, you'd say. There's like a mask. It's like a beautiful wooden porcelain mask.
Mog's gonna put that on, just straight up like, ooh.
This is cool. Put on the serious mask. Yep,
Does Asash have enough time to notice him going to do that?
You're kind of talking with Lillian at the time, and unfortunately, Bed's not minding the idiots. So
no, Bed's downstairs.
Bed's downstairs doing a perception check. Actually, is what you're doing, Bed.
Oh, okay. Let me.
I imagine this would be the type of thing where like Mog puts it on just as like both of us catch it out of the corner of our eyes. Like, no, stop.
I'm picturing a like the mask situation. Wow. Okay. Apparently we've got trash rolls today. 9.
Yep.
9.
Baird is in fact climbing over the bar to go and inspect this painting up close.
Yep. You see movement out of the corner of your eye, and like you almost see that the painting moved. Do you think?
Yeah. No, we're climbing over the bar to go and touch the painting.
Yeah.
Get a little touchy touch. All right.
That's what
Mog,
try and pull it off.
Mog, you put on the mask, and you are now blind.
God damn it, Mog.
You can't see.
Is it because it's just a wooden like mask? Like, yeah, I'm blind because I clearly can't see through this mask, or am I just blind in the eyes now?
But you can't see. You can't see anything. It's like, why is it dark in here? It's like, you can't see. Yeah, it's kind of like
Look
that.
how cool I look, guys.
I was honestly waiting for that to be like the mask situation.
Yeah.
And like I was like, oh no, please don't. Can we not have crazy Mog?
Yep. So what was your roll again, Lynn?
15.
15. Yeah. So these look like original life and death goddesses. There's like the like ideas of life and death, like the kind of original creators of races and stuff like that, which obviously were under the guise of truth and lies, the progenitors of all that is and all that is not, because that's how the what are they called? Sorry, I forgot the word. No, it's Genesis. the genesis of the kind of like world is that truth and lies created everything by playing basically a game with each other on like what is and is not real, and they created life and spawned out like, you know, life gods, death gods, gods of nature, gods of like earth, gods of sky, gods of yada 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 yada, until eventually everything was here, and then they continue to play that game between themselves, but truth and lies are no longer as prevalent in that weird, you know, celestial thing. But you kind of get a reasonable dating given your expertise with like, you know, archaeology and all that kind of stuff. You would suggest that these would have been taken from digs in Naminar on probably like then they're a couple thousand, like 100,000, like a couple thousand years old. You would suggest like start of like the spawning of like gods and trying to make idolizations of what they kind of look like and give them physical form, because it's that kind of catch-22 of like gods making things that had physical forms, but not having physical forms themselves. The things they made making physical forms for the gods, and then the gods taking that physical form. So a lot of the oldest gods have like very like stony features, or very like, you know, earthy kind of ideas of what they kind of look like, or they kind of represent like a face within like, you know, say a natural kind of thing. And that's kind of where Sasha's knowledge would probably be more prevalent there.
Yeah.
And it's as you kind of like are talking about like, oh, like these are probably like older kind of, and then you look and see Mog putting on the mask, you're like,
Mog.
And well, real quickly, you see like there's, roll me another perception test as well as he puts on this mask. Meanwhile, of course, the innkeeper is still like at the door, kind of like seeing you guys like look at this, and has gone inside the room like just a little bit, and like, so they like just looking through his stuff like.
18 on that perception test.
There are some eyes on the mask. They look at you, but they are not Mog's eyes.
It's like, so there's like where in the eye holes, or like are there eye holes, or they're like pink?
They're little eye holes. Little eye holes.
Oh.
Like little, they're like little yellowy, like you'd say cat's eyes, like cat's eyes, goblin eyes. You know, like eyes that would see you from the darkness. Like.
Sash just reaches over, grabs the top of the mask, and pulls it away from Mog's face.
Oh.
Like, no.
Yeah, he's like, pulls down. Yeah. Relatively innocuous. Yes, so...
Can Mog see again?
Yeah, Mog can see again. He's... Yeah. Cool mask.
It was just the mask was in front of my face, right? I wasn't blind. Can I see through the mask?
No, it seemed like you were a little bit blind when you had it on, but it seemed fine.
Puts it down on the sack and looks at it.
The eyes are gone.
Not.
Yeah.
Fine.
And yes, then Lillian, you're kind of looking through these things, and like there are like gods of like so these kind of original gods were called primordials. They're like the first of gods, and are no longer worshipped in the same way that gods are worshipped now, just because they were more creators of things. They had dominions over darkness, or light, or death, or life, you know, that kind of stuff. Whereas gods now, they tend to have more finer points to their like what they do. Like they are gods of life, but they're gods of life and justice and truth and yada yada, that kind of stuff. Or they're gods of, you know, nature and healing and, you know, maternal like energy and all that kind of stuff. Like depends on the context of your gods, but they have a lot more context applied to them. Whereas primordials, who do still exist, tend to be the wardens of their kind of like domain. So these are the objects you kind of see, and these date back like quite far back, you would say.
I'm going to go into where the innkeeper is, because he's in that room at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in the room.
Okay, just a quick thing as I walk into that room. Is there any beds in there?
You look inside. There is a very nice looking bed made of silk and ivory, and looks like it's quite an expensive bed, like you would say. However, as well, there are like a set of these like very visceral, ugly looking masks on the walls, and they seem to be like rusted and like blackened and charred, and there seems to be dirt and like dried blood on the ground, like within this room, that has been used, you know, for people obviously staying here. The bed doesn't look like it's been very well kept or maintained, but yeah, the masks themselves look like they have been utilized or used in the past. And yeah, it's proper creepy.
So it's going to be like she walks in, sees that, takes a few steps back to the doorway.
No, it's that gif of Grandpa Simpson walking into the brothel, like hangs head up, turns around, hat back on.
A wild time the Simpsons was. Wild.
just like I would like to leave now.
Yeah.
Just before he puts the mask down, Asar, she's still looking at it, like holding it up facing him. Are those eyes still there in those eye holes? Can you still see them?
Nope, the eye holes are gone. The eye holes are still there, but the eyes are in fact gone.
Down. We'll come back to that.
I catch the innkeeper's attention. Sorry, just nice statues, very nice decorations. Where'd you get them? Where'd you just I'm gonna try and like beckon him out the room because please now.
Oh, they're not mine, I don't think.
Oh, whose are they?
I don't know.
Is any of this stuff yours?
I think so.
You think so?
It wouldn't be here if it wasn't mine, I suppose.
So they would be yours.
Yes.
Okay. But you can't remember how you got them.
Nope. Do you want to stay in this room?
Sash sticks his head around the corner like,
I'm allergic to rust. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm allergic to air.
It's really unfortunate as an
Specifically
adventurer.
the air in this place. I'm leaving.
I would have thought a tiefling wouldn't be allergic to rust, considering that you and your people, well, you and your progenitors are known to be in the Temple of Rust, or the Citadel of Rust, or... Is it the Citadel of Rust?
Well, let's just say that I probably don't have that problem.
Aren't you...
For reasons.
Isn't your blood of the keepers of the Citadel of Rust? Kind of like looks at you like a little bit, like kind of seems to examine your horns and your skin color. And
I'm not. It's kind of.
Is this common knowledge? Like what he just said just then, was that something? Sorry, is that something that we would just pick up, being like, is this something we should know, or is it just him?
He could just be spreading knowledge for you know.
He's been traveling with Lillian for months.
Yep. Yeah. You could roll a religion test if you'd like to.
Yeah,
to try and like ascertain.
As he's got.
He's like,
Sleeping through classes religion test. Did he wake up for this one? Did he?
He's like, maybe read one thing.
Yeah, that makes sense to you. You know about the specifically the devilish hordes, or the devilish structure in the hellish courts. The temple, like the Citadel of Rust, is one of the hallmarks of a particular god, or like one of the gods of the lower hells, similar to Golduaya. What I call them.
See, someone else is in line with the bad guys.
Oh, but I'm not from around here, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's
Definitely the way to get around it.
Their name is Asgar.
So that's the name of this person.
Asgarlith, sorry. Asgarlith. That's what it was. Asgarlith. But Asgarlith is the progenitor and ruler of the Citadel of Rust.
Oh. That's like Mog, because Mog doesn't remember very much, but he does remember that snippet being like, how do you know that, friend? Like, that's really like
specific.
I had to study that, and it's hard for me to remember that. How do you know that? How do you know this about?
How does anyone know anything?
It's not, sir.
Okay, that's right. You got me.
Darcy's really
that's too big for Mog to
staring at this guy now. Who are you, friend?
I'm the innkeeper of the Badger's Day Inn.
And who were you before that?
I don't know. Why was anyone before they were them?
Oh, he got me again.
I guess I was probably a man. I guess. I'm not really sure exactly what I was. But, I mean, what were you before you and who you are now?
Before I was a druid, I was a child. Before I was a child, I was an idea in my mother's eye. I know where I came from. That's how I know who I am now. Without the past of us, we do not have the present of us. Who were you? How did you get here?
Well, that would be incorrect. We have the present of us, but without our past, we have no future.
True. But we are nothing but the sum of what we have been.
True. But there is always something that we are when we are who we are. It's a difficult process to consider, but I am simply who I am because I am the innkeeper here. I don't know anything else really that I can at least recall, but I do know that there was something. I'm sure I just remember it later. As I'm sure that you've forgotten many things about your life. I'm sure you do not remember the first time that you truly disappointed your mother. Or,
Oh no, I have the scars from that.
but you might remember the time that
Me
you
too.
disappointed her the most.
I have the scars from that too.
Me too.
Oh. Well, you must have lived hard lives then to disappointed so many people.
There's
Just a-
disappointments, but
Just a couple.
disappointments is how you grow. Mistakes are where you learn.
Biggest disappointment is downstairs.
Yep.
Self-burn.
Speaking of downstairs,
Speaking of the biggest disappointment.
Meanwhile, apart from the philosophical
you
debate,
examined the painting and you're gonna like try and touch the edges of it.
I'm touching it, and I'm like putting, like I'm running a finger over the inscription.
Awesome. Roll me a wisdom save.
Fantastic. I'm ready to die. Hold on. Just my saving throws. Okay.
Wisdom save.
See how bad my
That's
roll
wisdom.
is. Super bad. It's 4.
Awesome. You disappear into the painting. Good job.
It's my turn to go on a painting adventure. You guys got to do that like a month ago.
Painting
my
adventure. All right. Let me give you the
Bye,
situation that you find
everybody.
yourself inside your painting adventure. Oh boy.
Wait,
All
I
right.
need a picture. I need like a painting. Do I have any paint? Like one of the cards, like a decent painting,
All right.
man.
So check out the hideout card for you, Roman, and for the stream and spectators, you may also see it as well, but everyone else not allowed. Yeah, I'm watching you guys. Just don't you look at that stream too hard. But if you want to join with the spectator code, you can have a look at what obviously lovely Roman is seeing. It will be also up there for you to have a gander at, I'm sure, in maybe.
Oh, this
but
is so cursed.
also check it out. All right, so you see this, and I'm just
Where am I
gonna-
standing? Like
I'm just-
at the
I'm
base
just-
of the steps?
I'm just yeah, you're at the on the other side. Yeah, like the entrance is like where the painting is behind you.
I see it. Where the glow? Am I the glowing figure, or is it the one?
No, you're not the glowing figure. Yeah, the glowing figure is in there.
Oh.
They're looking at you. They're giving you the eyeball. But that's where I'm going to leave you and go back to actually those guys upstairs, because they're going to find out that you're gone. They're going to tell them what happened. Go through with what happens to you, and I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Anywho, what
back
are
to
you
the philosophical discussion.
back to the philosophical discussion? He's like, another room?
Yes.
Let's.
Okay. He like goes down the hall, and like this door, you can see there are some drag marks that seem to come from upstairs. There's like another staircase that kind of leads up to the right, and there's a doorway that is to the left, and it's got what seems to be dried blood again trailed down from upstairs down into this room. And he kind of like goes to the doorway and opens it up and pulls it open. And inside there is like what appears to be garbage, basically. There is like a series of clothes. There's a foul smell coming from within. Flies and buzzing and like putrescence. And it kind of like wafts down, and he doesn't seem to like be too phased by it. He's like,
Can I just do classic ranger bullshit? Like, what? When we're talking bad smell, are we talking something's died?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, but like,
do that for free. Slept out in the sun.
That one's for you, darling.
not go into that one again. Just okay. You know the allergic to rust thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think the smell of dead is gonna be worse than that.
Oh.
You can smell that, right?
I guess so. Yeah, it's a different smell, but it's just a smell.
Okay, great. That's
What makes
not
the
a
smell?
reaction.
What makes the smell good or bad?
Just cool. I think this is the worst thing she's ever done. Lillian pulls out a knife and holds it out to him, like, "All right, fuck." What the hell? that is
Whoa,
dead
so
things.
proud. So proud. That's right. Threaten him, Mum.
I've had enough.
He looks at the knife. He's like, "Had enough of what?"
You have drag marks of blood everywhere. You have artifacts that are thousands of years old that apparently you have no idea where you got them. And now there's the smell of death. I don't care if it's a cat or a human at this point. What the fuck?
What answer would help you out here?
Any. You give us none.
I don't have any answers to give you.
My God.
Sash just like quietly just like steps in between just a little bit. Like doesn't put her hand on the knife to push it out of the way, but it's just kind of like, let's just chill a little bit. Let's not get murdery. And shout out to the chat for this question, because I'm going to use it. He will turn to the innkeeper and go, "You have asked me what scars I carry. What scars do you carry, friend?"
I do not know. Would you like me to check? He kind of like looks at the knife again and is like,
Yes, I think I would. I'll show
Okay.
you mine if you show me yours.
he pulls at his like coat. Well, probably he's got a coat on. Starts to like take off his coat and takes off his like tunic. And you see that at the center of his chest is a large and impressive series of burn marks. It looks like he has been struck by a lightning bolt of some sort, or like some kind of like fire through his chest. And there are like what appears to be like kind of these like incredibly beautiful looking like tattoos as well. Like they're like very ornate looking, geometric tattoos specifically. That kind of like are all around him, as well as with eyes, like eyes, swords, and geometric tattoos, as well as like these like impressive warrior-looking scars. Like you can see that he has fought pretty well, and he is relatively stacked as well. Like he is like obviously a fighter of some description or a warrior of some description, but.
Lillian
like
is
anime
backing
grandpa.
up right now.
Anime grandpa who takes off like the cloak and is suddenly just shredded.
Yeah.
It's Iroh.
But
we keep hitting so many anime tropes.
but specifically, I want you to do me a quick investigation as you kind of look across him. Like those are the most important things. He's got tattoos. He's got like these scar, like this large scar on his chest, which looks like he's been struck by lightning. And it's like obviously charred and kind of like sizzled and come to, you know.
So investigation is what you're after, or?
Mm-hmm. Yep, investigation. Just kind of like you're assessing what you can see. It's a much more intellectual process.
Sasha's more like examining the tattoos and the markings there to see if he recognizes any particular significance to them or indication of them. Would that still be investigation, or do you want?
You can do a religion check for that one. Likewise, Mac, you can also do a religion check if you like as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, but the investigation and the religion check are different roles, and it's kind of assessing those things as you're kind of looking across him.
I'll do the investigate check while I'm busy backing up because I'm a ranged person. I pulled out a knife because I did not think he was going to be like that.
I told you so.
Oh no,
Oh,
he
she
jacked for
believed
real.
you.
Baird told you he was crazy. Baird said we should leave. Now look where we are.
What do you think? You think if you're going to fight this guy and let one person kill him, get out of here. Get out! Oh, sorry. And what do we get there, team?
That was a
Ooh.
9 on the history roll.
Mog, bro.
Yeah,
Bruh.
one of those days.
Take religion as a paladin, man. I don't know what to tell you. You gotta take religion as a paladin. Like,
He loves the hitting thing side of being a paladin. He hates
I'll
he
give you
hates the
advantage.
studies.
I'll give you advantage on it. Just please
To be
help
fair,
me.
like the druid hasn't taken nature.
13.
Okay. They are like the symbols of Albin. They're considered to be the sacred geometry that understands the mechanics of the universe. Specifically, like Saint Albin is him, like themselves, is a like prophet of divination. They use divination to see the path forward for the good of all. They're kind of like Vanathar's eyes, if that makes sense. They could be colloquially known as the Eye of Vanathar to some extent, where they see the path forward and how to get there. And in the genealogy of Vanathar, even Mog would know this.
Freebie.
Should
Vanathar's so Saint Alban became Saint Alban because he saw wrong in the world, saw the way to get past it, but people stopped him from basically doing anything about it. It's like that Oracle, the Oracle paradox of Oracle Cassandra. Like, you can't do this, but in this kind of scenario, he, unlike the Oracle Cassandra, found a way to manage and do something about it. And when it came time that the prophecy was going to come true, that this great calamity was going to happen, he was there to save people, to defend people, to do good when every logical, intelligent person said, like, oh, no. And made a stand and had used all this kind of like power. And because of that, almost died, but became gifted with like divine, honor and justice and goodness, as Vanathar's kind of more vibe and power is about. So that's kind of where the Church of Vanathar and the Church of St. Alban kind of combine together, because the sainthood is something that people can always obviously achieve via God. So that's important. Sacred geometry assists him in divination. This is what that geometry looks like. For you, Lillian, you see gangrenous green warts down at the very bottom of their chest, just kind of like getting to their upper thigh leg area. There's on the side of their kind of body. It's very small, little pustulely pox looking boils or something like that, but they are gangrenous from what you can see. And he's like, does this tell you what you need to know?
A bump a Sash and try and get his attention to that, because I'm not a medical person.
You are wise though, so you can know a little bit of this.
I know some things, but
I mean,
I have approximate knowledge of many things.
yes.
I think Mog will quickly ask, you're a follower of Vanathar, are you not? You have these markings and Albion. So that means that you're a follower. Do you remember getting these tattoos?
I do not follow anyone that I know of. I am simply here.
Do you know what these tattoos mean?
No, I do not. But they are all tattoos. Maybe from a younger time in my life. Don't seem like anything specifically to me.
Lillian say anything to Asash, aside from the nudge to
look at that. No, can I just roll a medicine check straight out?
You can roll a medicine check straight out if you like.
Thank you.
If you nudge Mog will also be like, oh, because Mog is really good at medicine.
It was Asash, but give me something more than a nudge, because you just pulled a knife on a dude.
Fair enough. I mean, I'll take that.
You speak Orcish. You could just quickly say that.
I forget that. I rolled.
We don't know if he speaks Orcish.
By the way. Yeah, sure. Actually, that's a good idea, because I'm with two half orcs. Right one, Lillian. Yeah, she'll just say it. Orcish, green yucky pustules. Anyone? Doesn't that? Maybe it's making him sick.
What did you call me?
What did you call me?
Wait, Mog's half orc language is a bit rough, so it's
rusty.
What? Oh, right.
Is that enough for Asash to notice the boils?
Couldn't say the rusty bit. Obviously, Lillian's alluded to us, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys can kind of see the pustules at the bottom there. They're relatively small.
Medicine all round. Nat 20.
Yes!
We all rolled high. We all rolled above 19 or high.
It's all right. You guys are taking all my good rolls from me.
It is the top of the infection, whatever the infection actually is. You'd probably want to have a look at that, but you would say that it would be it's a pretty deadly looking disease. Like it looks like diseased flesh. Like specifically, it looks like the diseased flesh of the plague that has spread across Naminar. But this man has other symptoms that seem to like be at this level of decay. Like this is like the level where you get to like sort of with the Naminarian plague, it gives you levels of exhaustion, and it's hard to get rid of them because it starts to like hit you with exhaustion, and you start coughing, and then you get to a point where you just can't move anymore, and then you eventually die. Unfortunately, Ostil's kind of
no longer immune to this fucking plague.
Yeah, it's not good, homie.
Sucks to be you.
Then yeah, the more you try to like succeed, if you fail to succeed to resist it, it just gets more powerful. So it hits you again with another level of exhaustion. So it takes a few weeks and like about a month to come to fruition. This looks like it's pretty. This is one of the more aggressive advanced cases, but no other symptoms seem to be prevalent in him. Like he doesn't seem exhausted, doesn't seem tired. He just seems like he's a bit out of it. He's not coughing, which, yeah. Anywho, we'll jump back to bed because. Oh yeah!
Yay! I'm excited.
So you have a. So. Yeah,
face to face with this strange glowing being now inside a painting.
Mm-hmm.
Just stares at it. It seems like he stares at it for a good long moment. It's just like, well, guess that's one piece of advice I should have listened to that my mother gave me. Don't touch strange objects.
Kind of like moves towards you.
No, hello.
Oh god!
If you have a look at the hammer card, you can actually look at it on. It's just its own creature card, and it speaks to you in this like 1,000-yard, like with a couple like dozen voices around it. Like,
oh dear,
I'm so sorry you have to die here.
What? Why? Why do I have to die here?
Because we suffer without life. Without life, we cannot return. We cannot reform what is lost. And you must die so that we can reform.
Okay, maybe I can help you.
There's another spirit that comes from the wall, like to your side. Like
Jesus.
We must reform, and they speak as one. We must reform.
Okay. Maybe I can assist you without you sucking my soul out.
A final third one
Mm-hmm.
comes out of the floor right next to your face. It's like
no. Bear does a proper like.
You must speak quickly, for we hunger.
I am part of an adventuring party. We have magic, and we may be able to get you out of the painting. You're stuck in a painting, yes?
No.
Okay.
The connection is stuck in the painting, and we are simply a representation of that connection. You don't understand. How could you understand?
Explain it to me. I'm a great listener.
Okay.
Bear's like backing against the
paint. Yeah, like backing against the wall, and like all three of them are like just kind of looking at you.
I have made a mistake. Okay.
Where would you like us to start?
What are you? Where are you? And other than death, how can I help you?
We are things without life. We were trapped in here by these evil things that hurt Albin, our master, our connection to the mortal plane, They locked us away in here, or we locked them away in there. We do not know. It has been so long. We are not sure. We know that if we consume your life, we'll fix it. We'll fix everything.
Are you sure about that? Because that doesn't sound right. That sounds
maybe
like
if you can resist. Maybe if you can resist, you can escape. Can you resist?
Resist what?
The call.
The call?
You must resist the call. If you resist the call, then all will be well. If he drinks the liquid, the water, and you go back and take him here, all will be well. All will be well if he drinks the water of the divine.
Are you talking about the crazy barkeeper out there?
Yes.
That looks like the painting?
Yes.
Okay, so you want me to bring him back here?
Yes.
I can do that.
But you must resist the call first. We can't let you go without resisting the call. Maybe if you drink the water. They seem to be kind of discordant at this point. Like one of them is saying like a suggestion, and another one is saying a different suggestion, and they don't seem like these seem to be like aspects of a similar entity, at least within this fountain room chamber. And they're like,
what if I just went out and I used magic to charm him and make him?
The painting is cursed. You cannot escape. We cannot escape. If we could find him and make everything okay again.
Does it need to be a human life?
The door, and she points to the like one of them points to the mirror at the far end of the corridor, like where just behind the fountain, and the mirror kind of glimmers with, from your eye, this kind of like luminescent, like divine light, like it kind of shimmers through the other side, but there's like this heavy quicksilver across it that can't quite penetrate. Like little beams of light come out every so often, but it's just not enough
to get through. Okay. Yeah. Fantastic.
Are you ready for the call?
That sounds...
Maybe you should drink the water.
Can I have a look at the mirror first? Can I look at the thing over there first, please? And then I'll drink your water, potentially. Maybe.
All three of them look away and like kind of like yell to themselves like... And there's like this eerie deathly silence, and they look back to you one and like, you do not have long.
I'll be quick. Promise.
Quick, run, go.
It just like power slides around them and like bolts for the mirror. Well, first, I mean, like, clearly it is magical.
You hear music. You hear music.
Okay, what kind of music? I am a bard. What kind of music?
It's an angelic chorus. It's very, very soft.
Thanks, I hate it.
And it seems to be kind of like all around you, but you kind of piece two and two together to do with the spirits. And you note that it is going ever so quietly louder, but you do well.
I am debating on whether... you know what? I'm going to do an Arcana check on that one. Because... Pray for mojo, because I've been rolling like dirt all day.
You sure
Still rolling like dirt.
Yeah, you really need this to succeed. If you were like dirt when the call happens...
This is it. Barrett's going to die finally. It's going to happen.
Finally, at last, I'll get you.
I was going to say, Asas can't save him now.
Yep. This was supposed to be done with the entire party, you see.
Yeah, I know. I had to... I know that I am here to make bad choices on my own.
If only your idiot was here.
Yeah, if only one of the idiots was here.
Oh well.
If only Mum was here.
Mother, please, I'm sorry.
Mum would have stopped him from touching the bloody painting to start off with. Cool. Okay. Well then, I mean, like, it seems pointless to do it, but I'm still going to do detect magic, just so I can see if I can get an idea of what the magic is. So, yes.
Yep. You cast detect magic, and this place blisters with magical energy, divine and arcane. Specifically, the arcane seems to hang like weigh the divine energy down. Do me an arcane check, arcane check. Arcane or religion, but I imagine come say come ça.
I can type. Still dirt, but 15.
Not terrible. Yeah, the arcane magic seems to be to do with, you'd imagine, a curse. The divine magic is the present energy of this painting within the physical space. So this is a magical object of quite a great deal of power. It seems to have a connection to the divine realms. An arcane curse is weighing it down and stopping it and preventing it from basically doing its function. It's been cursed.
Fantastic.
From what you can tell from the mirror beyond, it connects to like a planar, like a different plane.
Okay.
As you are thinking about this, and you're like,
yeah, just like okay.
The chorus gets louder and louder until it gets to such a loud degree that it's like screaming in your ear. And it's like ringing, and it's like it's reverberating through the chamber. Like it can't escape because of this curse. And you're like, oh no. You do not imagine that this is a curse you're going to be able to simply cast Dispel Curse on. It is it's got some layers to it. Complex interconnections of magic and the divine.
And this is just out of curiosity, I just want to try something. With either my violin or my lyre, can I try and mimic the chorus? Probably with the violin, because that gives like a smoother transition. But the lyre will be a higher note.
Yep. So you can try and match it.
Yeah. Basically, he's trying to like answer back to it.
All right. I tell you what. Roll me a performance check.
Okay. All right. Okay.
This is the one you want to be...
Pray for mojo.
Pray for a mojo. $19.
Hey.
19. All right. This will give you time. You managed to ebb and flow the chorus with your instrument, but this is not a long-term solution.
That's okay.
With that, I'm going to leave you and go back to the lovely team up there while you stress out about what's going on there, which they have no idea. They're like, oh, this is bad, man.
This is fine. Bed's downstairs. He's cool.
Is
He's
the noise coming from the painting, like all this, is it's just sound? Okay.
No, it's stuck inside the painting, which is the issue for it. Anywho, so yeah, you got the knife on this guy, and you backed up a little bit. To be fair, Lillian could probably take him. Like you are jacked as well.
Jacked.
What's Lillian's strength score again? What's Lillian's strength? Oh, I mean, like
I don't know.
Finesse fighting is the thing.
No, it's not strength because she's a dexy person. Yeah.
You got like 20 dex there, don't you?
She's +3, 17.
Asash is jacked. It's fine.
She's a -1 to strength.
Same as Mog.
Yeah.
So she's like, it's gonna.
Can still stab people. But look, you got the knife on it. Look, stick to your guns, mate. Stick to your guns. Yeah, he like kind of looks at you all with these tattoos and these scars, and it's like,
friend, you are very sick.
Why, thank you. I do try to be very cool.
No, you are very unwell. How are you walking?
What do you mean? I walk with my legs.
Yes, but if you look, you have the plague. You are unwell. You are not healthy. Sick. We should get you downstairs and see if we can fix something.
He kind of like takes off his pants, and like, oh, and he takes off. He does take off his pants. He's in his like leather, like his breeches, or I don't know, the medieval equivalent of underwear. Usually it's a bit more whatever.
There isn't any. I'm sorry. If he's taking his pants off and we're talking medieval, he's got nothing on. He's
all right.
Underwear is for modern people.
Yep. He takes them off. He's like a naked. He's just a naked man. He's like
a small naked man.
Yeah. And like down the side of his leg is this vicious, abhorrent scar. It is a scar unlike many you've ever seen. It is this long, like black and green slash down his leg. And as you look at it, do me a quick investigation roll or medicine roll. Probably investigation roll more than anything else, because the gash is probably the length of his thigh. Which is like, it spreads around like this green kind of like veins all across him.
and it's like wet and pustule and just the worst. And for Lillian, you're like,
That's gross.
That's gross. Gross.
Can I do another medicine check to see if I can do something about it immediately? Like if my spells will work on it?
So roll me your regular medicine. Like you can roll an investigation first.
Oh, yeah.
15 on the investigation for us.
Yep.
9 on the investigation from Log.
Gotta move my thing a little bit like that. Is this better? Wonderful. So for 15 on the investigation check, you see an eye, like in the slash of the gash, like an eyeball, like kind of like this eldritch-looking eye, like cross its vision with yours, and then blink, and then disappear.
Asaj curses in Orcish. Just like something really just like son of a
bitch.
Just like really vulgar language suddenly from Asaj in Orcish. Yeah, basically.
For you, Mog, you can't cure this. This is not like a curable. This is like, even with your like divine magic, you couldn't like remove disease. This is something else.
Oh, this dude is corrupt. Oh no, guys.
And he seems to be like, that is strange. Don't recall having that.
This is
the patterns, by the way, of tattoos continue down his like legs and stuff like that as well.
Mongol would just be like in half orcish, like orcish, half orcish. Would just be like, what do we want to do with this guy? Because I think I'm getting freaked out now. He is not well, forever not well.
There must be something we can do, but I don't have anything prepared.
He kind of like awkwardly looks around and he's like, pulls up his pants again, and puts on his shirt.
Maybe we should go and get Baird and see what Baird is doing. And see what Baird thinks about this.
We need to figure out what we can do about this, because I don't know if there's... I don't want to even look in that room and see if there's a person in there. Nope. I don't want to know. I want to know, but I don't.
You see a rat scurry out. That's cool.
Ew.
One's upstairs.
Where there's a will, there's a way, I guess. Life.
Well,
quote.
There are other rooms I have on offer as well.
I think you have more pressing issues than a room for people right now.
Did you last go to a temple or a doctor?
When did you last leave this inn?
No.
I don't recall. I think it was like a couple weeks ago, I think. But, I've got everything I need here. You can do an insight for that if you like.
Yes.
While they're doing that...
Are you doing that, Bunny? You good, Ben?
Panicking, it's fine.
The spirits are very close to you as like...
Can I go back around to where I came in? Is there like an imprint of like where the painting, like the backside of the painting, where I came in?
Yeah. There's an imprint of the backside of the painting. You can actually see out into the to the room.
Excellent. I'm going to use illusory script, and bring him into the painting on like backwards. On the page, so it would, if you can, and I'm designating these three as able to read it. Hopefully, if it does actually show through on the other side of the painting, they will be able to read the script and have an idea of at least where Baird is.
Okay, that sounds good. Yep. Okay.
And I have
roll me another performance check as well while you're stuck in this painting.
Yes, excellent. I will do.
This is going to be a bit harder this time, but okay. I believe in you.
I don't believe in me.
Do it.
It'll be fine. It's fine.
Womp womp.
But roll me a wisdom save, my dear and beloved Baird. I'll call it a constitution save. I'm sorry, a constitution.
No, don't say a con save.
That's a con save. My bad. No.
I hate you.
It's gonna be at that number. Yeah.
-1.
Who?
Being destroyed too.
No.
Cool.
They're just dead.
Cool. You drop to 0 hit points.
Yay!
Okay. Good.
Do I at least manage to write my message before I die?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Fantastic.
You have 0 hit points, and you start bleeding out.
Fantastic.
Well, start bleeding out, but actually,
my soul is leaking out.
Yeah, you start you start soul leaking in here as
I feel like I'm leaking.
As you miss a chord, and the all 3 of the spirits who are following you
They're up my butthole.
They scream and scream, and you're just overwhelmed by how earth-shatteringly painful the reverberation is in here. It pierces your soul to such a degree that you're just unable to even think or process, and So
get out.
Yep. Roll me one death saving throw.
God. It's just a d20, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Get above 10. Don't roll a natural 1.
I haven't rolled a single. I have rolled one. One roll I have rolled today has been above 10.
There's one failed death saving throw.
One.
Yeah. So you guys he's kind of looking as you guys start heading back downstairs. He's is just standing where he was, and it's in the.
So I beckons to him to follow. Are you coming?
Oh, you want me to? Oh, okay. He kind of starts walking towards you guys, moving downstairs. And where are we going again? So he points to the doors he's already been to. He's all back downstairs.
We're going to see if our friend can maybe help with your leg, or have some ideas on what.
It doesn't hurt me too badly, which is good. So I think I'll be fine. Actually, I think this is good.
No, this is definitely something that needs help. I know medicine is not good for you.
Oh, okay. And he follows back downstairs to the inn, to where you guys have all been there before. You can kind of see it on the card as well. It's still the same place. And yeah, he kind of goes downstairs, and Baird is not there.
Huh.
Baird?
Where did our bard go?
Slightly freaking out. Immediately goes to the bar and looks over it.
Yeah. My babies! Where's my babies?
Where's my baby?
Where's my baby?
Timmy, where are you?
Your mother's adrenaline is kicking in.
You don't see him at the bar. There's the door. There's some doors in this area. You can see there's 2 more doors that go downstairs into the cellar and one into the kitchen. And then there's the door that leads back out. Do me a quick perception test.
Can I survival check this to see where he's moving?
You can actually. That's probably the best one to do. Actually, I'll say survival instead. My bad.
Just gonna mother duck over here.
Where's my idiot gone?
15.
Where has my stupid bard gone?
Oh boy.
How's that perception working for you, Asaj?
Not great this time. Worked fine upstairs.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of look around, and this is a hard survival test to kind of do, because it's not really a lot to go on. There's not tracks on the ground, or much in the way of he's gone this way by the footprints or anything like that. But you don't. It doesn't seem like he has left via the doorway. It seems like he went towards the bar and sat down and is now disappeared. Each of you roll me, but around that you know that the last place you believe he was was at the actual bar, or around the bar. The door doesn't seem to be opened. Neither door seems to have been opened recently, just given the amount of dust that is on the handles and stuff like that, which you do notice that again, this guy seems to be in this singular room for some amount of time. There is obviously like some like tracks marks and that kind of thing around the inn itself, but not a great deal. So roll me an investigation check at the bar.
Nope.
Aw.
What? Whoa.
No.
You've
What?
all failed me.
What? Whoa.
Well, he's not here.
18.
Yay!
Yeah, power of mum.
You
But the
see,
adrenaline
Where is my
kicking in.
child?
you like look around and you see on
Where's my son?
and you notice that the painting has some words, just like at like the like in a little like clearer section at the bottom. Bring him into the painting.
Cool.
It's in like illusionary script. You're like,
Okay. Just gonna turn to Mog and say to him in Orcish,
do me another death saving throw, please. Sorry.
grab the dude and bring him over the bar, please.
14.
I go up to the old mate and just be like, "Come on, bud, come here." And I just kind of like,
Come on, bub.
"Come on, mate."
He doesn't move at all. He's like,
Gonna vault over the
Wanna
bar.
come check out this painting? Come with me. Come on.
which painting is that?
That one just there.
Why would you want me to check out that one?
Because it says that you should.
It says.
I'm gonna say
Well,
in
you gotta
Orcish
go.
again.
He goes over.
He
and looks
doesn't
at-
like admitting the painting's there.
Does he?
No, because last time he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't even
Asaj
recognize
asks
it was
Orcish,
there
why does he need to see the painting?
because he needs to go in the painting.
Asaj goes, okay. Asaj grabs the dude. Asaj like picks him up.
He like speaks in Orcish. Like, why does he have to go into the painting?
Oh yeah, Asaj picks him up.
All right, roll me a strength check against his strength.
Cool.
He's like, hey, what are you doing?
Mog would like to help as well. Like, come on, buddy. Like, just one hand each.
Can we just like bodily like pick this
Ken,
dude up?
roll with advantage.
Wait. Let's roll this twice.
Or
Oh, he-
tank.
Come on,
or
come on,
tank,
come on.
or tank.
13.
13. Oh, that was so close to not pulling off. Oh, that was so good. All right, you grab him. You both grab him, and like you start to like kind of bring him. Like, I don't really appreciate this at all.
Stiff shit, man.
It's literally gonna be her response, like, "Cool, not my problem right now."
Asaj looks to Lillian for instructions.
Yep.
Yeah, Mog is also pretty confused at what we're doing, but he's like,
roll
okay.
me another death saving throw. Bad.
Okay.
Okay, are they over the bar now?
Yeah, they're over the bar.
Okay.
One other fail. Oh, one more fail and you're mine.
One more fail and it's time to re-roll my character.
All the GMs in the chat know how I feel. Just a little bit. There's that little malicious part.
You
of
ain't
it.
looking up anything. You're building character.
Building character. Get in the sack.
Can you just roll me a d20 and another one
I don't know.
and one more? What am I rolling for? I'm rolling a new character, aren't I?
Danger zone. All right. And you toss him into the danger zone yourself. So you're gonna like just throw him at the painting. Is that your plan?
I mean,
Oh,
I don't know how they got into the painting. I remember that I wanted to look at the plaque more, so
Mhm.
just going to use like what she did in the last session, and be like, "Cool, portals. I know a little bit about this."
Asaj
Just going to
like,
grab the guy's
starts pushing
wrist
towards it.
Mhm.
No,
and then
let
just
Lily
like
go.
kind of smudge at like the inscription and see if it says something there that's weird or anything that you can
Roll me wisdom
notice.
save.
Oh.
No, she's using his hand.
Are you using
No,
his
I'm just
hand?
I'm
No.
holding onto his wrist,
Oh.
so there's a
Yeah.
connection point.
Are you like smudging it?
Okay. I want this to be bad, don't I?
Can you voluntarily fail to save?
It's a 22.
Yeah, you succeed. You feel like yourself being drawn into the painting, like grabbed and trying to drawn, but you resist. That kind of like you're like, oh shit! It's like a reactionary
What if
thing.
I don't want to resist?
This is more of a reaction. However, now that you know that the painting is trying to grab it and pull you in, you're like,
Everyone grab hold of dude. We're going in.
going in. Get in the sack.
Help me!
He fails to to resist being drawn into the painting. So y'all get in there. I assume you'll just let the painting eat you at this point.
If he goes in, then yeah. Voluntarily fail.
Mogg will be like, "Oh, that's new," and just like walk in.
Yep, you enter in and you see the scene of the fountain room and the the mirror beyond. There are
How does this
three.
on so we can look at it.
Oh yes, of course. I forgot.
We didn't get to look at
Yeah,
it.
you can
last
finally
time.
see the
Ardent
thing.
Roleplay.
I keep wanting to
wonders-
read the chat, but I don't want to get spoilers.
Let me get the spoilers.
It's all right. They're all being quite delightful.
Oh, love the chat.
And picking
shout
on me.
Shout out to the chat. Get wrecked.
I mean,
Yeah.
the chat's right. Why would you pick con as a dump stat?
Yeah, terrible.
I used to be protected from con saving throws. I rolled like dirt on all of the con saving throws, and none of you picked up on the fact that I couldn't get the disease.
Incredible.
Yeah. What'd you roll, Roman? An 8. What'd you roll, Damon? A 10. Cool. Damon gets the disease. Bear doesn't. No one
What?
picks up on Bear not getting the disease.
Just hard things.
You see Bed like huddle with 3 specters huddled around them, like collapse on the ground, and you the Dementors from Harry Potter, where they're sucking the soul out, and you can see them doing that to Bed.
He's
And there's
usually a very rich purple color, and now he looks lavender.
And in this room, there is a pulsating, echoing scream of pain and suffering, that sounds divine, but is so echoing all around you that it burns your mind as you hear it. Each of you roll me a con save, please. Now, this is when you get a TPK when everyone fails.
24.
Jacob, what have you done?
Well, Mog doesn't fail.
That's an 8.
Asash
never
doesn't
mind.
fail. But good news, everyone. You drop to 0 hit points. Start making me... Each... Asash, please... Asash and Lillian both drop to 0 hit points.
What?
Cool. Relentless Endurance.
You
I dropped to
bounce back up.
Nah.
All right, you can't be
Rip.
affected by the whale again. But half orcs, how good team.
Hey.
But maybe a death saving throw, Lillian, please. As you wait, Lillian's with a Y.
Yeah, it has been all along.
What?
Do I have that wrong?
Probably.
I've only been spelling it with one L as well. Super wrong.
It is
Oh, man.
written everywhere. I've just been like, they'll figure it out.
Love you, darling.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm bad at
15.
names anyway. 15. All right, you succeed your first death saving throw. Congratulations, Romy.
One more.
One more.
No.
Before that, can I use a bonus action
Actually,
to cast Balm of the
17.
Summer Court?
17. You got. Yep. You succeeded. You succeed your last death saving throw, and the banshees look to each of you. What I will do, however, is we'll do initiative rolls and then Balm of the Summer Court. Okay? Because you come into the room, you've dropped, you've heard the screaming. They've looked up towards all of you, and that's when the actions happen.
Is not Albin with us as well?
Not Albin is also with you, and he is confused.
Right.
Do you
Alright.
want the 2 dead people to also do initiative rolls in case they do get back up?
I do.
Okay.
We get added on to the end of initiative order, don't we? Because we're not. Have I got that wrong?
I think so.
You're asking the wrong person.
Maybe different rules for a different game. It's fine.
Potential.
8.
All right, Asash rolled a 4.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The half orcs are very slow.
Dead people are faster than you.
Damn it.
Definitely need to get you a character picture, Asash.
Hmm.
It's on the list,
Long and mighty list.
Long on my list. All right, no Damon. But we will then roll our initiative. Add turn.
I'm still on the main map as well.
Yeah, it was on the main map. I'm just
Okay,
adding
cool.
it. I'm just adding a initiative to the main map.
The quiet thoughtfulness.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, all tidy. So roll me your initiative. Wait, hold up. I got you.
We all have done.
Already done. We have done.
Actually,
You're the only one.
I got
Hasn't
actually.
done initiative, Jacob.
Hold on, I'm gonna actually remove those turns because there's an old turn order there. All right, that should be all your turns. There you go. You can add them to your characters as well if you'd like.
Terrible rolls.
Such terrible rolls. Gotta love it when you're getting those terrible rolls. All right, there's my. Aw, that's sad.
Wow.
Man.
Too bad, so sad.
Nice. See, that's all I wanted for my banshees. I get nothing. All right. So now, Alan, or the mysterious bartender, is at 19. So who do we have first? We got Lillian first.
Shall we take a quick break?
We shall take a
Yes.
quick break. Actually, it's time.
Please.
It's exactly the perfect amount of time to take a break. Oh my god, how good! All right.
What
well,
if fortuitous time for an ad break?
what if it's yours?
It was planned.
It was totally planned. I definitely remember that. Yep. Good that you
Pacing.
reminded me of my own plan. But for all the chat, we'll be back in 15 minutes. It's kind of a quick break because it's good to have breaks between your games. Never forget, stay hydrated, team, and we'll chat to you at 3:45.
We'll be back.
Catch you back. Wave it out.
Hey, come on down. Just lie on the ground. Stop shooting spells at us, because that makes us shoot pus. And I look down at my pussy wounds.
Oh god. Stop that.
am going to get my book on etiquette and throw the book at him.
Okay. Improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon.
Roll a d20 for hit.
Can I
Wait,
make it
what?
6?
You have a bow. Why are you going to throw a book of
But I love the poetic irony. This is the kind of player I am.
Okay, so you throw this book, right? And in a glorious grindhouse sort of fashion, in what feels like slow motion, it goes and just buries itself through his forehead. And he slumps to the ground.
Should we try to get her out of here? Are you gonna stab me?
Yes.
Having something that you can kind of physically see and be like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, is a very simple way to just keep story flowing.
It's another tool to communicate to the players what's happening.
Imaginations are endless.
Players who are new into the game, being able to describe what a crypt or a dais or something is.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, oh, this pops right up on my screen and I can see all this stuff and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
That is amazing. That's so good.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Dang.
To have that visualization right there. Pretty impressive, yeah.
Having the visuals, it kind of brings it into a cool world.
Do me a quick con save.
Oh no. No, it's the disease! Ah! I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it.
You're all gonna die.
Papa say you gotta get it.
Oh god.
Papa say you gotta get it.
Wow.
You are safe from the disease this day.
Oh!
That is so beautiful.
Yowchi Mouchi. All right.
Good work.
You get on out of there. Do me a quick stealth roll as you're kind of like getting behind like the muddy tracks and stuff like that.
Splish
away
squash,
from these.
splish squash.
Squish squash.
Squish squash, apple sauce. Oh my god.
The natural 20, the natural 1. Oh, fantastic. So like
duality of man.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, cute!
No, it's going to be destroyed.
You see the goose in front of you. It is larger than a normal goose. It is holding a soul and a book in its beak. Its eyes are glowing red.
Got attacked by a goose.
The nameless goose, who is actually named Humphrey.
I would like to create a love honk from afar that calls to Humphrey's heart and soul, pull him away so that we can enter the hut unfettered. I will find him later and kill him and take his entire skin and wear his beak as earrings.
Okay, roll me a deception check.
This is the second time I've played D&D. The first time I played, I actually filled in for a guy that couldn't make it to a session. I used my powers of perception, and no text on this slate, baby. I popped my collar, I have no worries in the world. Because my perception is usually pretty high, I can see a lot of things that the other people can't see, which means that I can kind of take advantage of situations a lot easier than I would be able to in just a normal tabletop standard. Like, it'd be very hard to be like, hey guys, I know the Dungeon Master just said I've got all this stuff in the corner, but don't look at it because you characters can't see it.
I believe we're in the presence of a trap.
With this, it's like, oh, it just pops right up on my screen, and I can see all this stuff, and I don't need to tell anyone about it.
What? Oh.
I wish I had my some music so I could be like, ooh, spooky noises. But you can imagine the spooky noise like, ooh, it's just so spooky.
Very spooky.
The sounds.
It's 3 spoopy 5 me.
Oh yes,
Please no, please don't make atmosphere.
I'm doing my
Cubit,
what's
no.
that?
It looks creepy.
That's how they get you.
Can I yeet the body down the stairwell?
Roll me a strength check.
Can I help?
Sure.
Yeah.
That'll give advantage.
Oh.
So AJ is yeeting the body down the stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
I got another natural 20.
Yay.
Okay, so yeah, you grab it by an ankle and shuck it down the stairs, and you just hear a as it hits the bottom and sort of scoots along the cobblestones a bit. Nothing else happens, except it's a bit red down there now. You might want to watch your step.
I was kind of hoping something would try and attack it, like we'd avoid a trap. But no, I'm just weird.
That's just weird. Yeah, I think Bag of Emeralds is like standing there and kind of looks over to Poe.
So why did we do that?
Hey, come on down. Just lie on the ground. Stop shooting spells at us, because that makes us shoot pus. And I look down at my pussy wounds.
Oh, God. Stop that. Welcome back. When last we left out in Dread Adventures, they were going to be killed by me, the GM, in this wonderful and exciting game of Ardent Roleplay. You know, it's all coming together. For me, at least. Not so much for Bed. We'll see if they live.
Isn't this like the in game? Isn't this about the third or no? This would be the fourth or fifth time that Baird has been reduced to death saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps happening, bro.
Yeah, I just fear your power, obviously, all too much. Yeah.
Sorry, I've acquired a guest.
A guest? Oh yeah, cat. The power of the cat.
So cute.
He's a pest. Anyway, continue.
It's pronounced cat. Sorry. All right, let's roll, team. So top of the initiative order, we have the lovely Lillian.
Do I need to roll a death saving throw?
Death saving throw.
Get a dungeon map.
Death saving throw.
Death saving throw.
Death saving throw. You've already succeeded one. Already succeeded.
I succeeded again.
You succeeded again. All right. Awesome.
Do we have a map that we can be on for just not the town?
don't have the image that I needed for this town. It's not in my archives either, which is very frustrating. So I swear I had this before. If only someone had let me know that, I could have done that in the break.
Right, we shall simply use
imagination.
the thing. The thing.
All right. How about this? You can use your imaginations, and I will quickly do something. Yes, but I believe it is then Albin's go. He is going to kind of look at the situation and be confused, as he is wont to do, because he has. And he's like, you see me always. He's kind of like paused, like he's like not sure how to handle the situation, like he just doesn't seem to understand or be able to like quantify it in any meaningful way. Yeah. Anyway,
is that it?
That is what he does with his turn. It is then Mog's go.
Upon seeing Bear like on the floor, Mog's gonna fly into a rage and it's just gonna charge right in there screaming.
Screaming mean.
His mole is now glowing. As a bonus action, I want to give myself what's it called? A baby second? What's it called?
1 baby second?
1 baby second. Yeah. Shield of Faith. So I have +2 to my my roll that I'm blanking on. Hold on. To my armor class. I don't know how much is just like, because I'm not wearing armor. So how much would my armor class be now? We're not wearing any armor. Is it base like 10 or is it 10 or something?
10 plus dex.
It's 10 plus dex, yeah.
Oh, okay, which is 11. This is new for Mog. Okay. So I'm charging.
Do you have barbarian as well?
I have more armor class than you do right now.
Yeah, right.
Whipping peppers, buddy.
Feels different. But
well, you said Mog flew into a rage, so Mog has barbarian as a class as well?
No.
It's just angry.
Just angry, okay.
Just angry. I'm not flying into a barbarian rage. It's just a Mog rage.
Just get barbarian rage, you know? That's
Get away from my friend! And I'm just
leave him alone!
Smash.
Leave him alone!
Well. Ooh. Is that a 20?
That's a 20.
What was that, 16? Ooh, close. So 12 bludgeoning damage, 1. And another swing. Does a 12 hit because it's glowing, so it's +2 to hit?
Yeah, 12 does hit.
Oh, okie dokie. Another 30. So 25 damage all up. And I'm going to use Smite. Sorry, I'm like, rah!
Smite!
Scree!
Scree!
That's the one.
Let me just click on it. There, no, it's not undead, was it? Would it?
It's not.
Undead?
It's not undead. These things are particularly not undead.
These things are dead.
Double dead.
Double dead. Right.
Oh no!
You gotten rid of the thing, didn't you?
I did.
Rip.
Oh well, it's fine. You guys wanted a cool area. I give you a cool area through the wonders and powers of Ardent Roleplay, because I'm so good like that. I deleted the actual things, which was not a good plan for me to do. But that's fine, because now we have this bit. How good.
Hey.
How nice.
Hey.
Oh,
they're almost back. I think in the same order at least. Looks like.
Yeah, I still remember what my thing was, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was 8.
Cool. There you all are, and there you all go. And these were 4. This one's at like 19.
Am I in the right spot?
Sorry, what was Bed's initiative?
16. Bed was technically before Mog, but
there you go. Well, checks out. No, more. You know, just casual. Like, you know, do me your death saving throw then, Bed. Apologies, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Here we go, guys. Excuse Teddy. He's
all All right, you do a quick shout out to the chat. Chat, give him some energy, give him some power.
No! No!
Yes!
Yeah, that's
how long is a minute in rounds?
It is 10 rounds.
Okay, I have 10 rounds to get my ass to you.
Easy, mate. So yeah, on Bed's turn, you see like all of the banshees like kind of like drain the last of. So I'll move you quickly back to where you were, Mom, at the start of the They raise up, kind of filled with like some kind of form of life, and you see that they like kind of get back more of a purchase for what they kind of actually are supposed to look like, and they appear to be angels. This side, copy. Yeah. And they have like these very beautiful luminous wings, and yeah, they kind of like all seem to have kind of like come back to themselves just a little bit, but they still look quite aggressive because they obviously are not really keenly aware what's going on at this particular juncture. But they have definitely consumed what you believe to be Bed's life force, which is nice for them. And they kind of look to the rest of you. And then it is Mog's go. Yeah, these angels seem like much more together, like alive.
Oh. Can I just use my results that I've rolled before? Because I would fly into a sad rage then. And just run in and smack away and use... so I also did... Sorry.
This changes their AC slightly because they become much more of a difficult fight.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
They got 15 instead of a 13 to their AC.
So I think one hits then. What did I roll? So yeah, so the first one hits, doing 12 bludgeoning damage plus the radiant damage, which is 9.
Yep.
And 6. So am I reading that right? We're rolling 1d8. Yeah, so it's a plus 15, I think, because it's a second level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or is that just something else? Yeah. And that would be Mog. Mog would just run in and do damage.
Do damage? So what was the total damage side?
12 plus... It's either 9 or is that... is the 6 and the 9 meant to be added together? Or is that...
12 bludgeoning and then 6 radiant. And then Divine Smite for more radiant.
Oh,
so it's still at 15 radiant.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
27.
You kind of notice that with the consumption of obviously Bear's life force, that they seem to be a little bit resilient to radiant damage, considering that they are more angelic looking now.
True, they're resistant to radiant damage, are they?
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like they are a little bit resistant to it. Just then they go. They kind of look to the rest of you, and they kind of like maces appear in their hands, and they're like, "We need more. Make him drink. Make him drink. Make him drink. We need more. Make him drink." One of them flies over to Albin and grabs them, and Albin like kind of freaks out as they do this. Another one sails over towards Asash and tries to grab him as well. The last one attacks you, Mog, kind of like looking at you and is like, "Betrayer! Betrayer!" And yeah, attacks you. Let me just quickly get my D20 over here. I'm gonna roll physical dice because why not? 24 to hit, Mog.
Yep, that definitely sounds like it would hit, especially when I'm not wearing any armor.
Cool. That is a total of 17 damage. 9 of which is radiant. One of the banshees like tries to grab the bartender and fails. The bartender kind of like pushes them off, like, get away from me. Oh, who are you? Get back. Another one tries to grab you, Asash. Yep. Getting a total of strength. Oh, damn. This guy's swell. 22. So roll against their strength to resist them.
Okay, come on, lucky dice. Nope.
Chat says, chat, give the power. They grab you, pick you up, and then dunk you in the water to kind of baptize you, and start trying to drown you. Cool. You have a little bit of like you have basically like one turn, I believe, before you start taking like being drowned, which is pretty intense. And then like your like vision kind of clouds with like weird celestial like visions as you're like dunked into this water.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Yep.
Then it is your turn. You can try and wriggle out of their grip if you'd like.
Yep. Just a second.
Mm-hmm. Actually, do me a con save actually as well. I'll get you to do.
God. Right.
Because you're being drowned.
Drowning. One can Asaj hold his breath. 15.
You're fine for now, but do then also the roll for getting out of this angel's grip.
Oh, can I instead just use my action to cast? Have I still got line of sight on Lillian at this point?
Not exactly, because the platform you're on, if you can kind of see in the Ardent, is kind of raised slightly, so you'd be under the water inside this pool, and you wouldn't be able to probably see Lillian from your vantage point.
True.
Yeah, approximately where they are, but yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't approximately just like pull myself up a little bit to get like a casting glance at them.
You need to do the strength test.
Need to do the strength test. Okay. Yeah. In that case, I'm going to expend a wild shape.
Mm-hmm.
Change into a fish.
Yep, you change into a fish.
Yep.
You're still being grabbed by this angel, but yep, you're now a fish.
Well, I've just shrunk from being a medium-sized creature to being small, so I would be out of their hands, I'd imagine. I can't.
Well, roll me this grapple wiggle out with advantage then, because I'll say that it kind of takes them a bit off guard. Though it would be with the fishes.
Well, yeah, the fact that I've gone from being solid orc thing that they're holding to my clothes melt into me and I turn into a fish. Like all gear becomes past person.
That's fine. Roll with your orc strength, and you will get advantage because you turn into a fish. Yep. But that will be, I think, your turn because you have to turn into a fish with your action.
That's an action.
Yeah, so. That's fine. So you roll with advantage with your orc strength, and unfortunately, they managed to keep hold of you as a fish.
10, yeah.
Yeah, they do manage to keep hold of you as a fish, unfortunately. All right, cool. Lillian, another death saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no. One failed death saving throw for you.
One death saving fails, right?
The barkeeper is like kind of like wrestling with Angel a little bit and like pushes them back. Getting a pretty decent smackdown versus raw on him. And dealing some damage to it, like what looks like a pretty sizable, powerful, like thwack to this angel, as it does like about 12 points of damage, like and you hear this like calamitous like crack as he does that as well. Bed, then it is your turn. Unfortunately, however, you are dead, so
I am dead.
Yeah,
that's my turn. I am dead.
Can I get an F in the chat for dead, please? Everyone, just a quick
F's in the chat.
F's in the chat, team. Just a little F in the chat. Yeah, tight. All right. That's all the F's in the chat you get, Home Slice. Sorry.
That's a lot of F's.
Oh, that's some good F's though. Yeah, we got those F's in the chat.
We've got a decent viewership today.
Oh, this is you love it. Thanks so much for the F's in the
Thanks,
chat.
guys.
All right. However, that is your turn. Now it's let's go.
Just like in the middle of wrestling with a cat.
Yep.
You guys grappling ghosts. I'm grappling a cat.
Yeah. Grappling ghost cats. You know how it is. All right, Mog, what would you like to do with your turn? This angel is like fighting you.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on fighting this angel. I'm gonna give it a good hit with my maul. 16 hit.
Oh yeah, you ran straight up to that angel and didn't even heal poor Lillian. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
I just need one more positive save to stabilize.
You're golden, mate. You only go to stabilize, you won't be at the hit points, you know? That's the rough part. Given this.
Does a 13 hit?
No, it does not, unfortunately.
Okay, I do 10 bludgeoning plus. I'm gonna do another. What is it? Am I going to use a second level? No. I'm just gonna use the first level. No, not undead.
Some extra damage is better than no damage at all.
So an extra 12 damage.
Pretty tight.
23. 12 of that is radiant though.
Yep. Take some damage. It looks like it's bloodied. Like you can see it's kind of like essence is like shimmering and shaking across itself as it like tries to stabilize itself. Is then there go.
Can I give as a bonus action I want to give just got to record these 1, 2. I'm gonna give Azash Aura Protection. No, I keep on forgetting every time. Sorry, one more time.
Do you have
Shield of Faith
as a bonus action?
So +2 to armor saves.
Okay.
AC.
Casting inside melee. Yeah, that works.
It's a range spell. It's generally opportunity. I don't think it is if it's a
opportunity.
Sure, I'm not sure if it's a.
I think it's fine. We'll say that you get the divine shield and he like throws it towards you. All right, Angel. What is the AC of a fish?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic question.
Yep. I'm going to attack Mog with the other angel. Mog does a 17 hit you.
Yes.
Unfortunate. What is that?
Let me just find some fish stats real quick.
Yeah, it's this way. All right, I want you to take 24 points of damage as it powerfully smacks you with its divine mace.
Jesus. Okay.
And the other one tries to smack back Albin, succeeding on doing so. And he takes a bunch of damage as well.
Mog is not looking good now.
A level 13. What is that? 5. Damage. Right, cool. He's taking some damage. That is. Oh yes. Then, well, yeah, the AC of a fish.
So the best I could find real quickly was the anglerfish, the tiny beast unaligned. I'm a class of 13 plus the 2 from Mogs. That's a 15.
A 15.
15.
It is.
And if you're within 10 of me, you get my aura protection bonus as well.
How does the fish have more AC than me?
And me.
And you usually have armor on. It doesn't count.
It's probably the dexterity save. I think though. I think
it's slippery.
Fish just like awesome dex.
Slippery
fish can do awesome acrobatics. Sweet parkour moves from the fish.
Is it 10 feet from you, Mog?
No, I think he's like 20.
Is that the ore though?
Yeah. That's the aura. I can't get him.
There you go. That's your. I'm giving you. They can see it. Wow. Because he's like grappling you, so I think he can just damage you in the grapple.
Me or
the fish.
I'm just going off the stats on this thing that I found. It's a 5e resource.
Fish 5e.
I can drop you the link that I'm using. Like,
wait, what was this one? It seems like a killer goldfish.
Yeah, I found anglerfish is what I found.
Yeah, I mean it's all in the dex, you know. Yeah, like 13 plus 15 seems fine. The dexy things, the quick fish. The issue is
slippery fish.
I guess like, oh damn. What is the health of a fish? Really, is the bigger question.
The hit points, it's got like 1.
All right, one hit point.
And singular hit point.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I think you're gonna I think it's gonna like it's got you in its hand. It's gonna slap you on the stone, and that's gonna be its attack. And you'll turn back into a Zash because you'll drop to zero, but you'll turn back into a Zash.
Yep.
And then it'll do its grapple to try and like maintain. No, it'll slap you as a fish. No, it'll still try to maintain its grapple. That'll be part of its thing. So do you want me to maintain grapple as well, Azash?
So, contesting the grapple as Asash strength.
Yep, Asash strength. Yeah, because you're now back to Asash.
Cool. So how many hit points of damage did it do with the slap?
That's a good question actually.
Because if it's just 1, that doesn't roll over. If it's more than 1, it rolls over.
It'll do more than 1 at least. So we'll say it's a D4 plus 4.
Okay, well then, it doesn't matter because I've only got 5 left.
So. Yeah, there's 5 hit points of damage. It's like smack.
Cool. So Asash pops back to Asash on the stone, but he's unconscious.
What is it?
It was on
yes,
1
of
hit point.
course.
So
yes,
anything more than taking 1 more, I'm dropped.
Yeah, that checks out. That's fair enough.
So,
Mog, it's all you. You got this.
Oh, me. Okay, don't worry, guys. Mog's got this.
Yeah, Mog's got this.
Just keeping track of how many rounds. That's been 2 rounds.
Yeah, it's been 2 rounds. Yeah, This is round 2. All right, Azash, it's your turn, but do me a death saving throw.
12.
12. You succeed your first death saving throw. Congratulations, Lillian. Get him, Lillian. You got this. I believe in you. Oh no!
No. Jacob doesn't actually want a TPK, but it's looking that way.
It's looking pretty close.
Really not very cash money.
We all drop, and then suddenly Alwyn awakens his divine might.
What have you done, Jacob?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! All right, Alvin. The bartender guy go. He's gonna attack this angel again because he's sick of his shit. He gets a hit on him and does some damage and busts him in the chops. Take your hands off me, you heathen! You can't! You! And then it's Bed's go. Again, an F in the chat for Bed.
F's in chat for Bed.
F in chat for Bed.
Is dead.
Then it's Mog's go. Oh boy, Mog.
If I hadn't sacrificed myself, you wouldn't know about this painting.
We all would be here.
Join Ardent Roleplay's wonderful D&D stream where you see players suffer and die under the hands of GM is trying to
fucking
crit.
Wait a minute. Is that the bludgeoning damage?
That's bludgeoning is 17 plus 7, is that it?
14 plus 7 then 15 plus 9?
I guess.
Oh, okay,
that's
cool.
2d6. You get 2 5s and plus 4 to your strength.
Yeah.
And then the other one is more bludgeoning, which is a different attack.
It's the same because of crit.
No, it's both attacks. So you're rolling because your maul is only 1d6, yeah?
I think it's 2d8. Yeah, it's 2d8 plus 4.
That's definitely not what's being represented in here because you got 2d6 in here.
I do too. What's going on?
2d8. No, I don't think it's
it is 2d6. Sorry, it's very small.
Oh, right.
2d6 plus 4. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, if it's 2d6 plus 4 for your maul, is it two-handed yet?
Yeah.
Okay, that scans. So it's 5. You basically roll max damage and get 10, 11 on the dice plus 4. So what's that? That's a total of 25 damage to this thing. Which, hey Mog, do you want to know how much that is?
How much is that?
That's enough to down it. Good job, boy. All
One
right.
down.
And that, I believe,
up
is your turn. Does you have a bonus action for anything?
I'm trying to think. Can I do another spell? Because I think I have. Can I do lesser? Is there lesser restoration? Oh no, let me just.
No, I don't believe so.
Whoops, not meant to do that, but. Oh yeah, I have to touch you anyway. So yeah, I can move straight to. Oh, I think I want to move to Azash.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's difficult terrain between you and Azash at the moment.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's difficult terrain
because it just halves your movement because it's the water. It's also magic weird ass water.
Yeah, of course. Well, if I get there, I'm within range to give him my bonus anyway.
Sounds good.
In the water.
Splash, splash, and you like your armor and your maul seem to like.
I don't have armor.
Oh, sorry. You feel like this very cool, divine, overwhelming sense of righteousness as you kind of walk through the water. Mm-hmm. And what is your spell?
I can't get close enough. I was going to do lesser restoration.
Right.
Lesser restoration wouldn't pull me back anyway. You need something. Like, I'm on saving throws. You just need something that gives me hit points.
Yeah, I could have done lay on hands. I'm just not close enough.
The angel kind of above Azash looks to you, Mog, and moves to intercept you in the water and try to drag you into the water.
Try to drag me into the water?
Yeah, trying to push you in the water. Wants to baptize you, bro.
Fuck
All
me?
right. Well,
fuck you.
Fuck you! Roll your post strength. Yeah, post strength. Don't. It looks like it's gonna fail, so that's good.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, yeah, that was close. You managed to knock it back, and so I'm gonna try and fight you.
Fuck you!
Azash, roll me your death saving throw.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is the big one, fam. This is the big one.
13.
13. You succeed. Good job. But now we come into. Oh, I got chills, team. I got chills. Lillian, I would like you to do me your last death saving throw. You either live or die.
Yes.
Yeah.
You stabilize.
Yes.
You're stable at 0.
Mom's okay.
Did not want to say I expired. Nope.
Did not want that. Not today, Satan.
Okay.
Alrighty, tidy then.
Right.
Good energy. All right. Oh, actually, the other angel forgot to smack Albin on his go.
Cat keeping track. We up to 3 rounds?
Yep. Chat is the track keepers here. Does not manage to hit Albin.
Chat.
And Albin, in return, gives him a good old. Oh, good old. How are you doing from fucking
nice.
This guy? Oh my god.
Destroyed.
Let's see. That's 27 damage to the angel as you hear this calamitous, like almost like a divine, and it slaps him actually across the room, like a little bit towards the stairs, and knocks him over.
Like a divine Glock or something.
No, it's his hand, like slaps him down,
divine slap,
and starts like walking over and is like, you think you can get to me? Starts like walking over with that big anime energy, as we all love. It's then Bear's go.
F's in chat for Bear.
Another F in the chat. And then back to Mog. Mog, It's you, baby. You got this.
I'm going to take one step here. And I'm going to do lay on hands on Azash and give Azash 15 health points.
Yep. Azash, like, you awaken from the brink of death. Like, you cough up some water from the divine pool. And actually, you receive 30 hit points instead of 15. As you activate your like lay on hands, you feel the waters below you surge through your body and give you kind of a heightened level of energy.
Does it give me any hit points or anything like that?
No, it will just give him
none for you.
For that 30, you can have for the 30. Like you pass it to him. You know that you can give yourself some hit points.
Can I give myself 10 hit points like now as
you
well?
You can do that. Yeah. Okay. So you use another 10 of your hit points, another 10, like 10, which becomes 20. You're like, and then your like eyes kind of glow with this kind of like fiery like, sorry, your eye glows with this like kind of fiery like intensity, and you like eyeball this angel like, you done fucked up, son.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the angel then the angels go. The angel is going to try and like smack you this time and try and drag you into the water. It's like, you don't understand. You must die so that we may live, so that he may live. Oh, sorry, that's actually supposed to be bigger than that. Does a 10 hit you? No, I don't imagine so. Just? Oh, I forgot you got those little itty bitty hit points.
No armor.
No armor. Oh, it does make 2 melee attacks. Oh, never mind. It's not making 2 melee attacks. It's data. No. Awesome. Then it will, like, this one here is going to like look at this guy and is like, oh shit, and then try to assist its compatriot here by flying across and then trying to knock you out as well again, Mog, because it kind of feels your overwhelming power. Hits you this time.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna roll my dice. Oh, I love these dice so much, actually. Man, I should just be rolling these the entire time. All right, that's 11 points. 21 points of both bludgeoning and radiant damage.
So 21, you say?
Mm-hmm. 21, I do indeed say. And then it is Asash's go. Asash, you're awake. You're on the ground, but you're awake.
Gets up with like a bellow of rage. First off, so locks eyes on Lillian. Lillian, you can take, let's do 1, 2, 4. Let's make that. Take 4d6 healing. So I'll roll those for you. Take 18.
Yes, thank you.
And gain 4 temporary. As Balm of the Summer Court goes off as a bonus action. Asash is then going to just round onto the angel that tried to drown him. And just both hands on the staff that he's wielding at the minute because it is versatile. And go for the big old up yours whack with that. So that is 7 to hit. Does a 21 hit?
It does.
Oh, cool.
Actually, you know, maybe it doesn't. You know, it's a bit. Best not. Maybe actually, that seems good. Yeah. Yep. Do you damage?
Yep. That's 10 plus 4. That's a 6.
6? Oh, you do a whole 6 point of damage. You got him.
Got him.
He'll be thinking twice before he messes with you. Lillian, you are back up as well.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if when I swapped over my bow, if I actually gave my old bow to them.
Did you want to? No, you didn't give your old bow to them because they were getting the Oath bow. Capital T, Oath bow.
Capital T, okay. OB.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's a good thing. I didn't think I had that. Alrighty, I'm gonna get up and take that out because Mom is mad.
Yep.
Got a bone
He's
to pick.
very angry.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll pull out my gun.
Alrighty.
All right, lay it on us.
14 doesn't hit for them. There's 15 to hit,
No,
isn't it?
15 to hit. Yeah. You like they
That
chinks
one
off.
hits.
Yeah, get him.
Okie doke.
So I assume it's this one here.
Yeah, just that one. Because I don't want to do ridiculous stuff and shoot a randbog. Checking other things. I have so much to remember now. Okay. So we got that one, and then I'm marking it as my favorite enemy as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I do 1d6 straight off the bat for hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
So 10.
10 total. All right, sounds good. You take some damage as the arrow sinks into it, and that's your turn.
That is it. Yep, I haven't got anything else I can do.
The tavern keeper kind of moves over, and there's a flying land and tries to beat down this this angel. It's a hit, only just though, and does some damage to it as it kind of falls into the water and kind of grabs the angel and tosses it around the place. It's still alive though. Bed, it's now your turn. You are actually on the other side of this mirror there. You can see the entire situation kind of unfold. You can see
dead.
You can yeah, exactly. So you are actually there on the other side of the mirror, but it's only little rays of light that you can kind of see as your form is kind of there. Beside you, there feels like a strangely comforting presence that seems to speak to you and is kind of assures you of things to come. It's an assuring.
So I'm on the other side of the mirror looking into the room.
Sort of. It's very hard to see what's kind of there. It's very blurry and murky, as with the silvery light that's across it. But this is the closest position you are to where you died.
Okay.
And you're kind of basically a little bit of a ghost at this point. Just food, just to let you know that you're still there. You know, it's a very comforting gesture, but
comforted, but he's crying about it.
Yeah. Mog, is that your turn?
All right. Hitting things.
Which one you hit? This one over here? This one over here?
The one right in front of me, which is the one next to Zash.
Yep, sounds good.
17.
You hit.
15 bludgeoning damage, and then again. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna do spells. I'm gonna do Divine Smite, little one. 13.
Right.
Of that. And then back to here to do one more hit. It's a 1. Wait a minute. Can I re-roll ones? I just realized that I have.
Yeah, what?
Some weapon thing. Fighting style, great weapon? A 1 or a 2? Oh,
one for damage dice, yeah.
Right. Sacred weapon. When you take this oath, so level you gain falling 2 channel divinity. Weapons. Oh no, I've already got that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. You do 8 damage to this?
Pardon?
You missed or you hit?
I missed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On the second swing.
Yeah.
Oh yes, but the you did 15 damage to it.
27.
Yep.
28?
Yeah. That's 15. That's 15, 21. There we go. All right. It is now their turn. This angel here is going to. What's it gonna do? All right, so both of them. So one of them is going to attack Azash. Oh, actually, no, one's going to attack you, Mog, because you're in the center of it there. They get advantage on you because you're obviously in the middle there. It is a 21 to hit, so it probably hits you. They do a total of 4, 8, 12, 14, 18 damage.
All right. Mog is down.
Down!
Down. All right.
The next one kind of like looks to the barkeeper and tries to grab him, put him into the water. To which the barkeeper responds, absolutely not. Not today, Satan. Do you know who I am? And gets dunked in the water anyway. Grabs him, puts him down into the water, and you've got one more who has just taken down Mog, and he's now in the water as well. Azash.
One of the angels was down already.
Yep, there's 2 angels. This angel's still up. This angel's still up.
Mog gets back up by taking 1d6 healing.
Nice.
You're inside the water, you're like...
I ain't dead yet. So 10.
Hey, I got a 5. And because I'm in the...
you rolled a 5, cool.
Get...
We'll go with Mog's roll instead of my roll.
Aha.
And take a temporary hit point as well.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Cool. That's the bonus action for Asash. And then let's...
So much healing.
I tail it over to bed.
Help me.
Yeah, it's that's a hitting hard. Is the only thing, and I don't have a whole lot of hit points left. That said, I'm gonna hit myself with Cure Wounds.
Oh, well.
1d8 plus 3.
None for Mog. Doesn't need it.
It's all right. Mog has hit points they can spend on themselves.
Yeah, he's still got his down thing. He's fine.
Oh yeah, right.
Still got his lay on hands. He's cool.
I've got like 5 more points of lay on hand.
Of course, that's another 10 for Asaj, which brings him up.
Just in case disease happens,
40.
As you're kind of having your turn, Azash, you see that the wound underneath the clothing of the barkeeper is burning inside the fountain.
Okay, it's a mental note of that.
Like it's like this acrid, like bubbling, like burning that seems to be like hurting, like him obviously. But yeah, that's good. Just mental note, and that's your turn.
No, so I'm then going to run.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Cool. You get out of the angel's threatened square, so it's going to use its reaction to give you a smack.
There, 30.
What is that to hit again?
But yeah, so he intentionally takes a step to give the second angel a wideish berth.
Cool, it gets a 19 to smack you.
Do I still have that? Okay, well, 19's going to hit either way.
You still have the +2 from my...
Yeah, 16 is what they're trying to beat, so 19 hits.
And you also get another +2 for being... +2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, +2 for just being... I assume he's hitting you and you're in my aura? Like,
yeah.
So
That'd
you
bring me to
+4.
18, so the 19 it's still hit.
17 damage.
That's fine, we can shrug that off.
Yeah, easy, mate. Easy. But you managed to escape. And then it is Lillian's go.
Oh. Move quick. So there.
Just firing arrows as you go. Like
I will continue shooting. I'm just like, well, maybe I'll just move there in case I need to take cover.
Yeah, one step, shoot an arrow. Second step, shoot an arrow. Just be like,
pew.
real nonchalant about it, you know?
Pew. I probably should have stuck this in a notepad, but no, I didn't. It's still my clipboard. Already. Well, one hit.
Definitely hits. Which one are you trying to go for? The one that's attacking Mog or the one that's drowning the tavern keeper?
I could probably go for the one that's drowning the tavern keeper at this point, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So,
good.
Do that. Cool. So both of them.
Chat, how many rounds are we up to? Does anyone remember?
Nobody's keeping track anymore.
Only the chat truly knows.
I think we're getting close, unfortunately.
It's not been 10.
No, it's been 10. I think we're at like...
I feel like we're at 5 or 6.
No, I think we're at 6 or 7, actually.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
All right. Next round's fine.
We got 30 minutes left, team. We're going to have to get going.
Get cracking, guys.
Get cracking.
Working on it.
Crack-a-lackin'.
We're all working on it.
I hope you had a really lovely combat, Roman. Just really like relaxed, you know.
Yeah, I've been just enjoying
chilling.
You know, chilling.
Just chilling.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Commentary.
gonna be doing the one that's attacking Mog
Yeah, yep.
because
That's
it's
good.
the favorite enemy. So
Yeah, it's a good one.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that one because it can just drown.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned.
You can just drown for all you care. Yeah. You're seeing the bubbling wound in the pond.
I mean
as well.
that guy. I mean the angel, not him. I'd rather he not. But you know.
Really?
All
I
right.
thought you were pulling a knife in the sky.
Look,
early in the
I was
game.
very pleased with him, but at this point,
I'm very pleased you did that. It's very much growth for Lillian.
I
like
mean-
pulling a dagger. Wait.
well, it's dead.
Could be worse. Could
Maybe
be
she's been
Gaston.
taking some
Could've shot
hints
him.
from bed.
Mm-hmm.
Was that 26? Am I?
You hit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not very good at mathing in my head. Yes, 26 damage to that one.
Yep. All right. That seems pretty good. That will slay it as well because we're not made of stone. Yep. All right.
That's good. That's good.
That's your turn.
Yep, that's all I got.
The lovely boy is going to try and do. Oh, yes! He gets a natural 1, so he does drown, which
rip.
Hooray! Triggers the thing that Baird knew about. Drink the water. Drink the water. And some things happen now. As like you kind of like as he like is drowning in the water, he drinks these waters, and the entire room fills with light. As you kind of like see the final one of these angels in their kind of more, as you kind of see these like angels, like they return back into their more ghostly form, and they, if you have a look at the lovely hammer card team, they kind of like explode with a like kind of like vaporous kind of like relaxing kind of
Relaxing.
yeah, it's kind of like fade, and the entire room is filled with light. And then standing in this pool is the tavern keeper, kind of like much more cognizant of where he is, it seems. And then that is the end of the combat. Azash, you have some things you want to do.
Asash sprints over to Baird, skids down next to him, and rips up the sleeve of his shirt, where he's got a whole bunch of beads carved from various things. Lays his hand on Baird's chest, and with a huge swelling of this green energy pulsing down his arm, casts Revivify and brings Baird back to life on 1 hit point.
Woo! Yay!
Just like basically yells in August, "Not today, you don't."
Yep. And Baird, that hand beside you that was accompanying you while you were dead, you feel it like kind of drift you away as you feel your life come back. You're like,
Yeah.
Yep.
It just like sits forward, like gasping, just vibrates.
I think it's important to quickly note that this is why you don't dump con team.
To be fair, I used to be protected with my con dump stat.
From evil.
It didn't mean to make it a dump stat. It just
That's
happened.
right. But you awaken.
Yeah. And Baird doesn't really, for the first time in his life, Baird is speechless and just like there's just tears rolling down his face as he just.
Asash pulls him into a hug.
Well, guess what? It's going to be a group hug. Because someone else is sprinting over to slide into a hug.
Is also getting in on this group hug.
Yes,
group hug.
Oh, that's cute.
Baird's just crying.
Oh, that's cute.
It's the
Oh my
silent tears. Like, I've just become good. Why am I dying now?
Oh, that's
And
cute.
Asaj just seems exhausted, by the way. Like, that seemed to have taken a chunk out of him.
After like a moment, Bear does ask, "Did you bring him?"
Yes. If him was the bartender.
Yeah, just like shovels out of the way enough for line of sight.
Like
to be established.
leans very heavily on whoever's closest and just like, "You got my message."
Just in time, it seems.
What does the bartender look like he's doing? Is he just standing there?
He is now of large size.
Of large size?
He's large now. He's like,
Yeah, so
larger than life.
we're medium.
Mm-hmm. He's like,
Yes, we're all. Like,
you can see that the mirror is now no longer silvery, like the silver hue to the mirror is no longer there, and beyond it you can see a overwhelmingly beautiful landscape of light and stone edifices, glass and steel, and this kind of like, it's difficult to describe per se, because it's the kind of like idea of I guess that kind of like clouds and otherworldly beauty. The figure kind of looks at you and you look at the figure looks at you, you look at the figure, and it's like, I believe your questions may now be more accurately answered. I do apologize that what had happened is not the most helpful. And he pulls up from his side a grotesque, like parasitic looking, I would almost say like mutilated kind of creature, much like Voldemort from the end of Harry Potter. And kind of pulls it up, and like, it was difficult to concentrate. And there's like things like
yucky.
The boy who lives.
Yes. How unfortunate for me. But at least I got a good look at all of you. Specifically you, Bed. You're looking well. Oh, I'm going to relish whipping every follicle of your hair from your body as you scream.
When are we murdering it?
And like,
it's a god, honey. You can't kill it.
Oh, that thing, the thing that's attached.
And almost like
that's
almost
a
like,
god.
And almost like without
Yikes.
like a second thoughts, like this individual like kind of just goes like and snaps its neck, and it dissipates into ashen cloud. Like specifically ashes, and you can almost taste the ashen taste in your mouth as it dissipates, laughing maniacally as it whispers a final word. I look forward to our next encounter. And
Bear just mumbles very quietly, Goldaraya. And that's it.
Yes, Goldaraya indeed. We should return to the tavern and speak more plainly. Come.
I would really like to leave.
He turns around, walks towards the painting, and then enters back into the physical world. Reduces down to a medium-sized creature, and you all arrive there with him. You can obviously see what it looks like in the...
Sash just very quietly goes about casting like cure wounds, and actually, no, probably just pops aura of vitality.
Mm-hmm.
And so just everyone around him, just every turn or so, just like people just start popping health.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Looks like
Mog is not looking good. He's like, holy fuck, we're alive.
Yeah. So I can keep this up for about a minute. Every 6 seconds, one of you will take 2d6 healing until that minute's up. So we'll just share that round.
And
Bear the load.
Yep. And you all get out of the painting, and you all kind of standing at the bar, and he, like, kind of like you move to the other side, and he stands at the other side and looks at you. And he's like, "All right, I'm going to make this relatively brief because I don't really want to get too deep into all that is needed to probably be explained, but I will answer for you each a question if you have it."
Bear just shakes his head and, like, walks outside.
Mog
So I
is
should
gonna-
actually probably like just keep him like held. Just like, no, you need hugs right now.
No.
Mog is going to be like, "Are you the owner of this bar?"
Yes, I am the owner of this bar, Mog, and I am in fact your representative of your patron.
Really?
Yes.
St. Alban?
Yes, I am his mortal form.
Oh my god, why did no one tell me this? I've been with my fucking god this whole time.
There is a whack on the counter as Lillian is smashed head into it. Oh my god.
Sucker, why is your head red? Like,
Bear draws his fucking rapier and just, like, clocks Mog on the shoulder really hard with the butt of it. And he's like, "We tried to tell you." Sheaths the rapier and then, like, shoves Sasha away and just walks away. Like, no.
it would not be accurate to say that I am St. Alban. I am merely a mortal representation of him.
Wow.
Yeah.
To be this blessed, to see my god in front of my eyes. Ugh.
Yes,
Mog's kind of stunned and he drops his mole, like, kind of thing. He's just really in awe.
Yeah. It might be worth you considering learning some more scripture, my son.
Fucking told.
Does that mean reading?
Yes. Or, but reading has never really been our strong suit. Action is, and at the very least, your actions have seen yourself to be exceptional from others. So it is useful to know the scriptures, of course. He gives you a crisp thumbs up, though.
For me?
Yep. Get inspiration.
Yes.
And like, do anyone else go? Do you all go to console Bed, or is it just Asash?
No, if Bed pushes him away, Asash will let him go. People know their own boundaries, and some people need to shoulder these things themselves. There's a challenge of strength and character. Bed can do this. Asash has faith. He will look at St. Alban. How much can you tell us about what is going on in?
I'll be specific to at least my circumstance. The cult of Goldurai has been utilizing this place for some time. I believe you killed most of them, from my understanding. But they have used their abilities and powers to worm their way in and eventually corrupt my once quite divine form. I have been lost for some time, and I believe their intention was to utilize my own divine nature to bring forth Goldurai into this plane, but that has always been stopped. Congratulations. With your destruction of both the dragon, the cult in this Havensburg, I have no doubt that Havensburg will flourish without the presence of the cult, and I will be making efforts to work with the church in order to make sure that it is no longer a threat. But my eyes are now open, and so too will theirs. And in time, I hope that we'll be able to see who is friend and foe. And kind of like eyeballs where Bear just went.
Wow.
You have more to do. I believe that you are part of the game at this point. So it is not for me to interact with you more than I'm going to in this final question you have for me, or the last two questions that the individuals have for me. But at the very least, to the core of Namina, to the height of their power, it is corrupt. and they do not see yet what will come, but it will be bloody, it will be brutal, and it will be on the wedding day of Prince Namina and his beauteous bride. That is when the last straw will be cast to decide the fate of this country, and potentially, well, we shall see for the rest of the world, after which the ebb and flow of Namina is between life and death. For much as is life and death is a balance, but in times of great upheaval, it sometimes can be geared towards life, and likewise in other times it can be geared towards death. That, I believe, is the ultimate goal of the Goldrian cult. They wish to see death wash across the world, and potentially it will be it will come to pass, but as with all things, it will not be the end, but merely the beginning of a different world, and that is simply how things are.
Aside just something exceptionally vulgar and Sylvan.
I should mention that I am fluent in all languages. If you wish to keep something secret, I will understand. You can take it elsewhere. It's nature of being divine. You need to understand all peoples. But yes.
Just wish to not upset the ears of my friends.
It's fine. I think they will understand your upset nature. I hope that answers your question, though. I believe it does.
Enough.
Lillian just kind of shakes her head. She really has no questions. She's kind of angry and sad and just walks out with no words. Really have time when angels were trying to kill people to do divine things. She's like, no, haven't got time for this. Not for me.
Your questions will be here for when you need them. Inform your companions. But apart from that, I will keep my arm's length from you. It is simply the way the game must be played.
I take it then board for a night is out of the question.
I would not recommend board for the night. The other rooms are not any better. There is a bunkhouse, of course, but I don't suspect it is as nice as the other place that you have access to. The one with Gaston, I believe.
Divine beings.
What will you do now?
I will continue to do as I've always done. Be here to watch is part of my role here, but more than that I cannot say.
We cannot expect any more help from you.
Unfortunately not, unless it is to do with the two questions that your companions have. It is not... it is against...
place to interfere.
It is against the rules of the game to interfere too hard. And specifically with individuals not of our forte. It is more to guide and see how the pieces fall into place. And he kind of like looks towards Mog and points to him like, you as an example of a piece to move you to determinedly would be against the rules. But you are nonetheless a piece in the divine plan for how to win. And I have faith in you that you'll do so.
And he has faith in me.
This is the nature of gods. They must have faith in their followers, so in turn their followers can have faith in them. I worry that the Church of Alban has become too mad with the corruption of the cult, with the corruption of myself. But more than that I cannot say. I will leave you to your companions. I will leave you to your companions. And with that, you can return to Gaston's lodgings and chat.
That's basically where Barrett's gone. Barrett's not going to go straight to the shower, though. Where are the lodgings that we're staying at again?
So you're staying at a inn inside Old Town, which is called the
something B&B.
Yep, the Shire Town B&B.
Yeah,
excellent.
Which is a nasty, nasty looking place on the outside.
Okay, one sec. Just.
And boy, I love this map. What a nice map
Lovely
this
map.
is.
It's a good map.
I love this
It's a
map.
nice map.
Made with Incarnate, by the way. A delightful app for just making cool little maps for your D&D campaigns. Just how fun good. Shout out to Incarnate, you know?
It's fantastic. I've used it.
Just the closer you get, it's nice. It's nice.
It's really easy to use as well.
Yeah, little sticker swatches and stuff like that. Beautiful. Anyway.
I think we're still on the combat map though.
There it is. Yeah, Roll20 is still stuck on the combat map.
Put it there. There you go.
Hey. Lovely.
There it is going to find a space. There it is. On the edge of the water, actually. And they are going to get their shit together and finally do their pact right and do find familiar. So they're going to summon themselves a familiar. I haven't decided what it is yet, but I figured I would just leave it there.
Yep.
Discuss with you.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good idea what it's going to be, but
I'm excited. But yes. Yeah.
Then we'll leave it there. Actually, no, we'll do that with you. What would you like to do just after you see Vanatha? See St. Alvin, sorry. Mog.
Mog is just gonna. What does St. Alvin do? Does he just stay there in this lodging? Like, is he just here?
He's chilling there. Yeah.
If the whole party leaves, because he's just still in shock and awe. But if the whole party leaves, he will slowly just leave with the party and just be like in his head for the rest of like the walk back.
Yep.
Eventually, he'll just sit down with everyone if we do, and just like, wow, my God,
wow,
my God,
literally.
Yep. Lillian, was there anything you'd like to do specifically after this encounter? Just go back to Gaston's and drink,
get crunk.
Probably not. Actually, I think she'd make sure that she knew where everyone was. So.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she'd be that person and would probably track to wherever Baird is, but would go near him or anything.
He's very clearly in the middle of a ritual.
Yeah. You track Baird and see them kind of like singing. It's like it's very much a ritual of song with bards particularly, and you kind of see that they're okay at least. And it is a sad song, no doubt. It's a song of like finding something and finding the new, I think, is, if that's all right with you, Romy. I think that's probably the
definitely on the lyre, not on the violin.
Is there anything else you'd like to do then? As soon as you've seen them all?
Yeah, once I've got everyone, I think should actually do something that I don't know. Everyone else probably think it's a bit odd. Should go and find a book, whether that's at a bookseller or she goes to a library and gets a book. Just like throughout, just kind of vanishes somewhere tall and just sits with that book. Doesn't matter what it is or what she finds, whatever she finds first, whether that's like a piece of fiction or a religious text or just a little piece of history. Doesn't sit down, like tries to get lost in that for a few hours at least.
Yep, and you continue to do that. Keegan, what would you like to do?
So Asash will probably have tagged along with Lillian a little bit, just kept an eye on Mog also. Then cool once, similar thing, once everyone's accounted for and safe and doing the thing, like, you know, Lillian's wandered off to do her thing. He trusts Lillian to be competent, and that's fine.
Unlike you two. Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, she's
Baird is a baby.
Yep. Baird's clearly doing something magic. Leave that alone. Mog is clearly starstruck and probably going to go have a drink. That's fine. He'll wander probably further downstream, from where Baird is, a fair way, like out of sight. Or wander into the woods a bit, essentially, and find just a small offshoot creek. And he will bathe. He'll take off the many, many layers of robes and things that he's wearing, hang them up over a tree, just wash off all the grime and blood and whatever from a fight.
Viscera.
Yep. There's a lot of marshlands and swamps and kind of that kind of stuff around here, but with your druid crafting, you should be able to kind of like find a nice pool and kind of, get a bit cleaner, and then you can kind of jump in there. That's good. Yeah, wonderful. And we'll call that game for now. Thank you so much.
Back to the inn to get very, very intoxicated.
Very, very crunk. We'll have a few more. I think you'll have a day or two left in town, but I think ultimately we'll say that you do these kind of more mundane tasks as part of your rest and recuperation, reflecting on things as you have done over the past few games, and ultimately receive your items that you have gotten from the witch Gris from the Temple of Idu, and you galvanize yourselves to be ready eventually to go into the swamps of the Mirewood next session. So from there, we'll leave it at that. And that's the game. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks so much for playing. Do a quick powwow at the end. How do we feel, team? Do you have a good time? Was it fun?
I nearly died properly this time.
You did die.
I did die.
You did die.
Oh my god. Came that close to having to reroll a character.
Yep.
But I want the chat to know that I did threaten, if you guys came to the one shot that we did, I did threaten Jacob that I would, if he made me reroll my character, I would make another tabaxi and make and sounds all the time. You can see, watch it, look at his face. He's taking psychic damage as we speak.
All we have to do, and I have to do is just 1, 2, yeah.
Do not encourage the chat to encourage that. I'm only beholden to the chat. It can't be done otherwise. But yeah, definitely a good time.
Solid session though.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. I definitely loved Mog putting on the clearly not put it honorable mask. Don't put on the mask. Put on the mask.
Don't put on the mask.
These little eyes on the mask. Well, this seems bad. It's
Loki mask.
Oh, look at it.
Little eyes it's looking through the cult's little shop set up in this weird tavern. And oh, this is why no one comes here. Oh, this is why Albin as a god is not really as on point with stuff, because it was the thing that I was mentioning but in the session before with you and Asash Mog, that they hadn't really felt Albin's presence as much, if that makes sense. And they kind of felt a little bit more. And now, well, here's why. But
guess who's back?
Back again.
Yeah, lovely.
Tell the temple.
But so glad we had a little fun. I'll probably wrap it up there, and we'll do the quick wave out. Thank you so much for coming, chat. Thanks for coming, team.
Thanks all for coming.
Everyone.
Lovely Saturday evening, and don't forget to check us out at our various socials and all that kind of jazz, as well as the social of everyone here. So have a good one.
Yay!
Bye.